I cannot do an effeminate tone to save my life.
Is that the jingle to feminine frequency or something like that? Or I don't know.
We're going to be so gay and Devil May Cry.
Anyway.
Oh God.
Let's get going. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Smudcast number 532. Homo with the zeros, so H0m0, Eroticism, and Devil May Cry. Okay, this video, let me see. I have no idea who this is from. Came out just 5-6 days ago. From, who is this?
Oh my God.
So the take is fresh.
Gaming Muse.
Fresh meat.
The Gaming Muse has 28,000 subs, and this video has about almost 6,000 views, has almost 600 upvotes, and almost 250 downvotes. So something's up with this video, and we're going to take a look at it. So for 17 minutes and a half, I'll be talking about all kinds of gay stuff in Devil May Cry. So who knows Devil May Cry more than anyone else on the panel? Talk now.
Who do you think?
I thought so. Okay.
Oh my God.
I only played Bayonetta.
I played 1, 2, 3 for sure, and 5. So I know a little bit about it.
I have the collection. I got it on a sale, but I still only played Bayonetta years ago. I still love the game. I have not get the time to touch.
Yeah.
Or taken the time to touch DMC.
Yeah, so there's only two major things I can think of which are somewhat erotic. The first one is right at the beginning of the first game, where I think you get Alistair for the first time, and it impales Dante like through his entire body, including his skull, which makes no sense. But
in DMC 1?
Yeah, the first 10.
Alistair, yeah.
Alistair, yeah, the lightning sword. You get him, and he just like he goes. It's a living sword. It goes right through Dante's chest. He gets stuck in the ground, and then Dante rises like I don't know, like Mike Myers from the grave. Just sort of rises.
Kinda.
Yeah.
He goes through the rest of the sword and then proceeds to pick it up and use it for himself.
Yeah, he dances around with it. So that's kind of gay. All right, that's
sure. Yeah. What? Yeah. Sure.
I guess I don't know. That's impaling and penetration altogether. So
And there's the other scene, Dante being fucked by 12 black men.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought so. I saw that bit as well. I went, this seems a little bit gay.
A little bit. I wouldn't go that far, but you might be right. Yeah, I have to rewatch that one more time. So the other one I think is just in the third game where it's younger Dante and he wears that strap around his nipples.
Yeah,
that's a bit. I don't say that's gay. Maybe it's a bit more BDSM. But
that's so that the coat stays on him.
A bit into some weird stuff.
I know. It's a weird location for it.
Devil May Cry is a weird series. Don't think about it too hard.
It's just a harness for the coat.
I think maybe it could be.
No, it is. It is. That's why it never comes off easily.
Sure, it's a harness. Exactly.
If you need to make jokes that or base your arguments on the fact that swords are also metaphors for the male genitalia, then you must also accept the fact that scabbards are metaphors for the female genitalia. In German, we even use the same word as for the female genitalia.
Ooh, very sexy. I mean, gay. I mean, not gay. That's very.
I mean, I would have been more assuming that
swords are heterosexual.
Yeah. I would assume that his guns were more of a stand-in for the male genitalia, but hey, that's just me. I'm the American here.
Good,
pretty much.
Yeah, good outlook.
Certainly, if we put over a Chinese censorship overlay.
Mm-hmm.
Replace red with white. That's all I'm gonna say.
All I know is
I'm very curious. I'm very curious what this guy has to say about the gay or homoerotic elements, because it is very violent. It is very tense and action oriented. So there's lots of bodies and things blowing up and demons from hell and all this lustful imagery running around with the ladies jumping around and launching grenade launchers.
Dante getting stabbed every other mission.
Can I just ask one question? You know what that was saying, like swords are like male penises and everything. Doesn't that mean that medieval warfare was incredibly gay?
So it was the world's biggest cockfight.
Until the invention of like gunpowder, every single war in history was gay.
Well, no. Even gunpowder with the muskets, you're ramming that rod straight down the.
Oh my god, warfare is gay.
I mean, after all, you're blowing your load on all over some other guy. I mean, that's pretty gay.
Oh my god, all warfare is penetrating the most men. Which side can penetrate the most men?
Is siege warfare then trying to destroy the chastity and virginity of the woman?
No, siege warfare is just a massive
by
gang
trying
of
to
them.
break through the castle gates as with the ram.
Ooh, yeah.
We've already
But the thing is,
established
with
that
what-
warfare
what
is more
siege-
akin to the Greeks than the Romans.
With a lot of sieges, they usually go for the back gates. So obviously, yeah, gay. Yeah. Oh my
What if
god.
you use a wooden horse?
Well, that's automatically, homoerotic right there. So it's
The Trojan?
well, they're a bunch of Greeks, right? I mean, what are you going to say about the Greeks?
Wouldn't it be a female wooden horse if there are
Ooh.
people coming out?
That'll
The hell's the difference
that'll
anyway?
confuse the enemies.
No,
They'll
no,
be like, "Ooh, what's
Gay.
that?"
It's gay because all the men just try to get into the horse, and that was why it was gay.
At the same
Oh
time.
my god.
Oh my god, it's so gay. Everything's so gay. And most of the people in Greek times were naked when they were, oh my god, it's so gay.
Just
Oh.
All right, I think we've warmed up enough. I know I'm warmed up. I don't know about you guys, but
Another question, since obviously I'm already here. Why has he put zeros instead of O's for
I
homoeroticism?
don't know.
Probably for YouTube monetization, because
Yeah, but
YouTube's
wouldn't that-
monetary algorithms don't like gay terminology, so it's
But why? That's very
probably, it's
homophobic.
probably
Weird.
to get around the filter.
It's
That's
some
homophobic.
weird woke nonsense the algorithm props up and others it doesn't. It's hard to tell.
YouTube's recommendation algorithm can be pretty broken.
The
Well, what-
magic keeps changing every day.
YouTube's algorithm is pretty base when it comes to gay people.
It's
If it
basically
doesn't
chaos
want
magic.
to- No, we're not having any
Except when
gays
it's not.
here.
Yeah, that's the point of chaos magic. You never know when it is and when it isn't.
The homoerotic chaos magic. All right, good to know. All right.
D&D gets weirder by the day.
Yeah, so we're going to get started here. I think we're all on the watch together. Volumes are good. All the sounds sound good. Bears, are you okay there, buddy? Bears? Hey, somewhere.
What?
Ah, you're back. All right, great. Let's
They
get
don't
started.
give a shit about him anymore.
Okay. Oh, no, we got a donation, damn it. I got to read this. Danny Fentanyl. Oh, no, that's not a great last name, but hope you're doing well and not in a drug-induced death stupor. At this point, the market has been flooded with pseudo-intellectual morons that they could call an actual gay porno erotic. I'd automatically doubt them. It reminds me of that guy, the gay Latino guy who insisted that Marvel was setting Bucky and Falcon up to be gay. Oh, yeah, we've heard that before.
bullshit.
Yeah, that happens in all the slash fics. Whenever you see any kind of friendship that's remotely agape or deeply meaningful and personal, they must be gay. It must happen.
But who would like Falcon?
I don't know.
There's a lot of single white men out there.
Bunch of sad single white men.
Oh boy. Anyway, let's get on with the video. I don't know what to expect. It's gonna be great.
Growing up as a queer person, I always tended to view my favorite video games through my own rainbow-colored lenses.
Trust me,
It's
we
inevitable.
know.
That's your first mistake.
Well, done. Not interested
Wow,
anymore.
we made it all
This is done. This is-
seconds in. Okay.
She just admitted.
Christ.
She just admitted she is deliberately looking for the homo stuff and projects it onto it. This is a fetishist. We can go home. This is
Hey,
no
hey.
realities and Lindsay Ellis and
No.
Red all over again.
This is better. She's admitting it the first 10 seconds. I can respect that. As opposed to
Growing up a heterosexual, I've always, tried to find the times when a guy is just fucking deep dicking a chick in every single form of media that I've ever watched.
Growing up
we all know that they are-
heterosexually, you always undress the big boobed girls in your neighborhood.
Yes.
Awesome. So where's the problem now with sexualizing women?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
we have sexual desires for all kinds of objects and peoples. It's fantastic. Good for you. All right, let's go.
It's inevitable. You always bring your personal experiences to the media you enjoy. So it's no surprise that as a teenager playing Devil May Cry 4, watching Nero and Dante's charged interactions, that I interpreted those scenes homoerotically.
Okay, so this is number 4?
Oh!
Did you say Dante and Nero?
Yeah.
You realize
Sure.
that Nero is Dante's nephew, right?
Yeah, Dante's interactions with his nephew have been...
Oh god.
Okay.
So Dante is the creepy uncle. Got it.
No, he's not.
I'm not trying to say you fall right into a fucking stereotype of your kind, but you know, whatever.
Okay.
Is
Go ahead.
this
Go ahead. Oh god.
Is this a scenario where two men want to kill each other like mad, and the woman sits there and thinks they must be gay for each other?
It's like the fangirls in Persona 5 for Goro and Joker.
Oh, no. Oh.
Like, these guys must be gay for each other. See how they are fucking gritting their teeth and like
Grunting.
beating the absolute dog shit out of each other.
With
Like, man, you know
swords.
what? I absolutely,
Swords
when I
that
played
next to
God
each
of
other.
War, when I played God of War 3 and Kratos was beating the absolute dog shit out of Poseidon, all I could think of was, man, he must really want to ass fuck Poseidon right now.
No.
Again, Poseidon is Kratos' uncle. That makes
Yeah,
Poseidon
exactly,
the creepy
yeah.
uncle.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
Yeah,
literally the same situation.
yeah,
There's two
you know.
creepy. There's the second creepy uncle.
Yeah, well, this time it's the creepy nephew because, you know, one of them got, you know, penetrated in the eye socket and it wasn't Kratos.
Well, let's be accurate here. We do know that Dante and Nero use swords. Okay, big difference between Kratos and his...
Well, Kratos is actually Kratos is actually stuck parts of his body into an orifice of Poseidon.
Also,
you talking about?
at that moment in time in question, Kratos does have the Blade of Olympus, which is
Yeah,
just
exactly.
which is
Does
just
have
as
a
much
sword.
of a great sword as Dante and Nero's sword. So there you go.
Okay. It sounds gayer by the minute. Okay, good to know.
Does this logic?
Let's see.
If
Minnow
we conclude this
Wonders.
logic, does that mean that anti-fascists are gay for Hitler?
Oh.
Yes.
Apparently.
Do they have swords?
And lesbians are gay for each other.
Hold on. I just left to get some snacks, and so I missed the last about 5 minutes. How gay is this getting?
Immediately,
Don't worry,
I
it'll get
literally went
worse.
into another room, came
Not
back,
even
and
30
suddenly
seconds.
Bear's going, yeah, he's stuck loads of his body parts up Poseidon's orifice. I'm like, wow, we're into a lot of gay territory. You know?
I mean, I've heard of some pretty strange ways to fist a guy, but I've never heard of jamming it in the eye sockets.
Ooh. No, that's really gay. That's that's upper body gay. Okay. Here's
Also, while on the watch together, is it pause on my screen of a woman going, I don't know what's happening here, looking like a spastic?
we are at 24 seconds. Where are you at?
24 seconds.
The real
Well, we're
question
good.
is,
We're good.
which one in this situation is the bottom?
Ooh.
you don't want to know.
All right,
Anyway.
let's keep going. This is from Minimundus. Thank you, sir. I could watch
Minimundus,
EFAP
yeah.
or Arch, but I chose you guys. Well, thank you, Mr. Cat Emoji. That's very nice of you.
Yes.
Well,
Your money is well spent.
That
You're a
means
very
lot.
kind person.
Okay,
That means a lot.
here's one more donation, then we'll get back to the video. Here's Porcelinus the Fourth. Hey, Porcelinus, how you doing? I viewed everything through a rainbow lens growing up as a queer child. Sir, you were molested. Shut the F up. Wait, I think I recognize the voices from that person who said that Transformers are LGBT because they were a lonely, bitchless... Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Our Transformers, after all.
Is this the
That
same
joke's not
person? I don't
funny.
think so.
I'm sorry.
Is
I
it?
hope not.
It could be. I don't remember the gaming muse. I could be. I don't...
Did you guys do that
I
video?
remember DMC4.
Yeah, we did that video, yeah.
Pope guy, what, Pope Francis is in DMC4 now? What?
Oh,
Yeah, Sanctus.
okay. Cool. We got religious, sexual, nunsploitation. We got all kinds of homoerotic and church eroticism, like with the symbolism, the imagery, Catholic
Clearly
Church.
a reference to the Catholic Church, after all.
Yeah. And that's definitely erotic, real life eroticism with the.
Oh my god.
Each time.
I actually am Catholic, so I'm going to be making these jokes. Be ready for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm not Catholic, and I'm still going to make those.
Shut up.
Of course you are.
Oh God. Oh,
You know what?
boy.
You know the worst thing is? In the morning, my girlfriend's going to ask me, "Oh, how was your podcast? How did it go?" And I'm going to be like that. A lot of gay stuff. For church, more gay stuff. And Transformers are transgender, and she's going to go, "Oh, well, that's nice, darling," and like, just ignore me. I'm like, oh, why do I do this to myself?
All right. Well, 30 seconds. Here we go.
I was a teenager, I was gay, it was gonna happen. I never considered that Devil May Cry might have intended that reading as a possibility
It
until
didn't.
much, much later, while research.
Wait,
At least she
so
admits it.
So this is what I don't understand.
Who's got a bird?
Probably bears.
That's me. I have birds and they're assholes.
It was bound to happen.
Okay.
The birds I understand, but what I don't understand is, so she's a lesbian.
Or queer or whatever she calls
Yeah, but
herself.
she's a
Anyway,
lesbian. Why is she into guys dicking each other?
Hmm.
women are into weird things.
Well, I'm straight.
I mean,
and
the real
like women
question-
dicking each other.
As far as I'm aware, gay men are not into lesbian porn.
You know, the real question is, why do... Never mind, I'm not going to finish that joke.
It's so confusing.
Maybe she likes the idea of gays, not just her own sexuality.
So that makes it a
She's
fetish,
so-
not
she's
a,
so-
not a, not a, not a
lesbian.
sexual orientation.
Yeah, she's so lesbian.
I
She
guess
looks
she's into
cool.
yaoi. Is
Yeah.
that what it's called?
Yeah.
Fujoshi.
Whatever it's called. Where
What-
Japanese
what was
comics
the
where they're homoerotic Japanese comics. I think it's called yaoi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only know that because South Park.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
we have
haven't
a
watched
very
South Park since the 21st
we have a very confused YouTuber that's totally fine. She's figuring herself out as the video goes. That's totally fine. I don't mind.
Like Yahtzee.
Oh no, not like Yahtzee. No one's like Yahtzee.
No, she's a lesbian. Yatsu's just a faggot. Complete different.
Oh yeah, there you go. Fair enough. Okay, good to go.
That's going to provoke some angry emails.
He
All
likes
right,
GA. He's fine. He got the wife.
You can email me at sarcastichawk@gmail.co.uk and just send all your angry fan mail to me. It's all right. I won't read it.
I'll send you a dick pic.
It's all right. I'll read it.
No, Hawk will print it all out and then use all that as barbecue fire starter.
Because
I'll print it all out and make a paper mache twin towers and do a 9/11 model.
Thank you, George Bush.
holy
Oh,
hell.
that's gonna get me some angry emails.
Let's get on with the video.
Watching the series, I found the Japanese development blog of Hideki Kamiya, written while he was working on the first game, and one line in particular had me seeing the entire series through a new light. While talking about a personal experience of his in one blog post, he concluded by saying that men that even men could fall in love with. That's what I'm trying to do.
No.
I think
No.
Can I read the guys? We can all read English, right?
love.
So
Yeah.
when you see this sentence, say coolness that even men can fall in love with. What does that mean to you?
It means
You know
that
what-
it's the rule of cool.
Yeah.
Then
But she said men that even men can fall in love with, so she mistranslated it.
And she has the translation right in front of her too.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, this is literally only referring to the rule of cool, plain and simple.
right. We all see this, right? We all see this. We're not stupid.
Character without being in love with them.
Like I could love Dante for being a badass, right? That's not gay. I just like the way he does flips and balances himself in the air. Like that's
Yeah.
Exactly, and you can love Bayonetta for being the same thing and not
Yeah.
be in love with
Yeah.
the character and not be in love with her. It's the point stands that you can love a character without being in love with them.
or being
Yeah.
sexually aroused by Dante doing a backflip or some nonsense.
I mean, if that's your thing, then I'm not going to judge you for it. But that's a personal thing on you, not intention on the game itself.
That's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
creator or whoever this person is just said, this is so cool, even a guy would love it or fall in love with it.
Isn't Devil? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Devil May Cry meant to appeal to a male audience?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's an action game.
Yeah, it's the same kind of coolness as Asura's Wrath, where everything is just blown to absolute maximum, and it's just amazing emotion, friendship, betrayal, family. It's about family.
That just sounds like the plot of
Asura's Wrath is basically just somewhat a partial direct response to DMC in the first place.
Are they both by Capcom?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool, very cool.
I think different teams, but still under Capcom.
Asura's Wrath is the clever team that made Okami.
Oh wow, that's cool.
There's a secret Okami reference in Asura's Wrath in the cutscene artworks when you can move the camera around a little bit, so there's more of the pictures than you can see.
Wait, you mean Clover Studios?
I think so, yes.
That's the team that ended up becoming Platinum Games.
Oh, well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
It started with Beautiful Joe,
right?
With DMC1 and Beautiful Joe, and then they became Clover, and then they became Platinum.
Yeah,
So what you're saying is all roads point to Metal Gear Rising: Revenge.
I mean, that's the reason why Kamiya is at Platinum Games in the first place. I think he was the lead for that team from the beginning, since DMC1 and Beautiful.
And there's this beautiful this one of these cutscene paintings that advance the story a little bit in the hot springs, where Asura's taking a bath together and drinking sake together with Greed. You can move the camera around, and in the top right corner there's the cliff, and on top of the cliff is the wolf from Okami, Amaterasu. Just lounging and watching over
together.
Pretty gay.
Yeah, totally gay with all the big boobed servant girls. I know, it's totally gay.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the best QuickTime events I've ever seen in video game history, because it consists of drink sake, drink more sake, splash girl with water, stare at boobs. And you have to, with these actions, you have to fill up the rage bar until you can be drunk enough. It's great.
I guess the climax.
Imagine failing the QuickTime event to stare at a chick's boobs and you look at your face instead.
Well, to answer you, Bears, it's one of those things like when I see a women's boobs, I get told I have a QuickTime event.
Triple J madness. Whenever you hear someone is obsessed about how gay media should be, it's easy to tell they never had a happy childhood.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the I was repressed as a adolescent or some age group, now I have to be gay online about it?
Seems to be.
Yeah, I guess. And these people never looked I don't think these people ever searched the internet, because if they did, they would have found so much gay and trans stuff online. Like you'd have fiction and artwork, especially in the furry realms, like to last you a lifetime.
It's called DeviantArt.
Oh no.
Yes. DeviantArt is tame.
All right. Anyway, here's part.
Yeah,
There's still a lot of porn on DeviantArt.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be, but there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Guys!
All right. Here's Porcelinus the Fourth. Thank you, sir, again. The real question, Wisp, is why do lesbians masturbate with plastic penises instead of plastic vaginas? Maybe she's not...
See, that's the joke that I didn't want to finish.
Are you Porcelinus the Fourth, sir? Is that... Okay. Maybe she's not even really a lesbian and she just let a girl eat her out in college or something. Also, women detected, option ignored, or opinion ignored.
I mean, maybe she goes both ways.
Women detect,
Ooh.
opinion reject.
I mean, the type of bisexual that only has male partners and just always looks at male heterosexual porn and therefore projects the male heterosexual porn everywhere.
It's called being a lug.
But it's totally a lesbian. But it's totally I just said lesbian. It's totally bisexual, guys.
Yeah, it's
in recent poll data.
I've got a bisexual flag on my wall. It totally means I'm bisexual. Guys.
It is possible though to be oriented sexually one way and still appreciate a narrative that's the opposite. I think that's fair. But why is the question? Why would you even think that way or be interested in that?
Like, Smud, did you just admit you watch porn for the story? Is that what just happened?
I'm not going to say no to that, but I do watch porn. So.
I will neither
confirm nor deny that claim.
Smud watching a Johnny Sins clip, wondering if he's ever actually gonna fix that plumbing issue.
Yeah, is the pizza from the pizza boy really that worth it? That he has to, pay with sex? Is it really that good? It must be.
Smud was like,
I got a package
really
for you.
he could have just went back to the shop and gotten a sausage pizza. I don't know what
I can imagine Smud watching porn and going, you know something? I really doubt that Johnny Sins is both a plumber and an army sergeant. I just don't believe it'd be the exact same. Can't be the same person.
No, is that what it looks like?
You never know with these guys. They're mans of many talents. Anyway,
Smud's analytical porn review.
Yeah.
Anyway,
A man's man. A man so cool that even men can fall in love with him.
all right, let's keep going.
Yes.
I was flabbergasted, taken aback, completely shocked. I
That's not
double-checked my
confused.
translation and double-checked again.
No, you didn't though.
The verb he used has one meaning, fall in love with. And he uses otoko, men, not gamers in general, not players genderless. Devil, meaning the Devil May Cry series, is a project in which Kamiya was trying to create a man that men would fall in love with.
But it's not though.
It's not.
You can love a male character without being in love with them, just like you can love. Like I said, just
No.
5 minutes ago.
Also, I'm pretty sure anyone can pick up on the fact that phrase Kamiya spoke. It has a little something called hyperbole.
And there's also context around everything else that he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole adoration and role model thing of I want to be as cool as that kind of stuff.
Right.
Or I wish I had a friend like that.
Yeah, the rule of cool.
It's not sexual. Love can be
It's sexual.
not sexual.
So there's the two interpretations. One, it's so cool you can love it. Two, it's so cool you love it because you're aroused by it sexually. That's the two.
The context there he means in a way of adoration, not love.
Or
There's also certain
as you
things that
said,
just do not translate properly from one language to another.
I know there's another issue with that, but I think Gingaman said it properly. It's hyperbole. He's being expressive. And that's fair.
Isn't it like the
Yes.
mistranslation in My Hero Academia where God, I forgot the name. Creepy author insert guy with
the grape juice midget.
grape.
I don't watch
juice
My
midget.
Hero Academia.
Said
So.
the same about the main character, and it was in reality it was about adoration and hope, and the mistranslation is or misinterpretation of the translation by the gayest everywhere people was
When they sent the
he's
creator
gay.
death
He's
threats
gay. The
because
guy
he said
who's
he was
leering
straight.
after every girl in the series, he's gay.
Sure.
Isn't this the same? Isn't this when
Many
they
times.
sent death threats to the creator of My Hero Academia because they said this character is straight because he cleared up a misconception?
I think they sent him
Probably.
death threats because Mineta is a creepy, sexually harassing character, and they don't like that. And then he said, "Oh well, he's a self-insert of myself."
It's anime. Japan has a very perverted sense of humor.
Yes.
You always have a
very
creepy
unique.
pervert character in anime, either as a antagonist they stand against, or as somebody who aids the protagonist, and it's played for humor. Usually to the point where a character like the pervy sage in Naruto gets the ever-loving crap knocked out of him every single time.
Yeah, and
While they are open about this sort of stuff and this humor, there's one difference between the West and the East here. In the East, in Japan, this type of behavior is still seen, even if played for humor, as negative behavior, as bad behavior. So it usually gets punished, often in a comical way. While in the West, these very activist types are trying to portray this type of behavior as positive, depending on who does it to whom.
It's okay when a woman does it to a man, but not the inverse.
Well, I find it funny that there's so much Japanese media content that they know when to be subtle and when not to. And the example I can give, because I just know it right now, I'm reading the manga version of Fate Stay Night, the third path, which is Heaven's Feel, and they show the sex scenes. They actually show it, and even the next the mangaka will say, "Oh, that was a racy scene." He's talking about why he drew it that way. So they're very open about what they're doing. But if you watch the anime, it's way toned down. It's mostly implied because they understand this is an anime. You're going to the theater. You're getting the DVD. They're showcasing it to a bigger audience, so they understand their audience much better. Because I don't think you'd get Japanese critics like this going, "Oh, Dante."
Remember that lots of these anime were originally visual novel dating sims with sex scenes.
They started as an erotic novel to begin with, so they understand where they come from. It's matured. This is like a 20-year-old dating sim, and it's been so popular. They understand. Okay, we got to give them what the audience wants, but we're not going to do that in full animated glory. Because if you go through all the 3 movies that were made theatrical from Fate/stay night, because they already did a miniseries, it was so popular they turned it into movies. The third arc there's 3 movies to it. It's huge, and they blew their budget. It's gigantic. It's gorgeous to watch. So you expect a little bit of the story is about love anyway, so you expect a little bit of sex. Anyway, Japanese know what they're doing. Critics from the West don't.
Japanese people know what they're doing. Critics from the West just want to fuck kids.
Oh God.
Yeah,
not wrong.
I'm not. I have some things to say on that, but they are not relevant to this.
Yeah, I know. All I'm saying is a lot of people just want to fuck kids. Anyway, moving on.
You're not wrong.
Okay, well, that's good.
Holy shit. Hideki Kamiya was the director of the
Gay
first game,
shark, but
and
it
though
looked
he
like
wasn't
he had a cum
involved in a
shot.
major role in later titles, he was a
Cool.
major contributor to the lore and backstory.
That is a British flag?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a UK
Yes.
flag. I fucking love this guy. Look at him.
I don't see a flag in the shot.
No,
What
it's
is
on,
called?
it's on his hand.
On his gloves.
He's holding it.
Yeah, that is an English flag. The United Kingdom, to be specific.
Hold on. Let me just have a close look. No, yeah, that is an English flag. Yeah.
That's called
Yeah.
what? The Union Jack, I think it's called.
No, it's a St. George's Cross.
I
Oh.
don't remember I don't remember the British flags.
Okay.
But I thought the full
They-
thing is the
they've got-
Union Jack, and St. George's Cross is the English red thing on white.
Yeah, because that is red and white. There's no other colours on it.
Yeah,
No, it's blue.
Here's
I can see the blue on there.
I can kind of see the blue.
Here's a Union Jack. It's a Union
Yeah.
Jack.
It is the Union Jack, yeah.
There's no blue there.
It's barely there, but it's there.
Take a second before the.
It's also because it's a photo taken from the 80s at
Yeah.
dusk.
Either way, awesome guy, right?
Yes.
I'm just
Yeah.
hold on.
Look, there's so much red on this thing.
Yeah, because
There's very
What
little.
the-
There's very little space for blue on the
it-
Union
it-
Jack.
it is there,
It's a
Hawk.
Union Jack.
It is there.
It's sort of visible, but it is hard to make
Alright,
out. But again, it's a
It's
picture
mainly the
from
fact that it's an old photo.
what's this guy's name? I'm going to find this photo. What's this
Hideki-
guy's name?
Hideki Kamiya.
If this photo is scanned, it's gonna scan the faded photo. It's not gonna be.
It's not 1-to-1.
I can pull it up in Photoshop. You want me to get
Look,
the
you
color?
can see the diagonal cross on it.
Yeah, I
With
can
the
see the
white.
diagonal
Yes.
cross with a white accent, and the white accent will be on a blue backdrop.
Yep.
Either way, cool photo. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool guy.
he looks dangerously cool. In
Yeah, if
Looks like
anyone,
looks like he's about to tell his friend not to go to school tomorrow.
a
Like,
basic,
is like, don't go to school tomorrow proceeds to, like, fucking drive car bomb into the place? The fuck?
Yeah, and his wife doesn't look complimented by that dress. I
Yeah,
think she would look more
it is a-
comfortable.
I thought
in
that
a
was his
kimono.
mom.
He looks
I
annoying.
found I
I
found
don't
a
know.
Very annoying that he chose to show up in his biker fetish outfit.
No, he looks cool. I like him. He looks
Yeah,
like a road warrior.
expect him,
I love it.
expect him to jump onto an Akira bike and then.
the point is a
Do the
basic rule,
effects.
a basic rule of thumb of any developer in the industry. If anyone knows the rule of cool inside and out, it is Hideki Kamiya.
Well, if you ever find this attractive, he's so cool that you just might fall in love with him. So,
Yeah, right.
okay.
Moving on.
was a major contributor to the lore and backstory. He established Dante's family history, his background with his twin, and the major story beats of DMC3. He's not a small player in the series, which means Devil May Cry is built upon the premise that Dante is a man that men will love. And well, he's not wrong, is he? Dante.
Well,
What?
what? No,
He had a
Oh,
woman pin up that he put his sword on, right?
hold on. He's not wrong. Men will love Dante. You're just wrong in your interpretation of that. This is
He has
this
a pin of a woman on.
this is going down the thing of these people are so desperate for something to be gay that they will literally mistranslate
Wait
something
a
and
second.
misconstrue something.
Why is
Make it
Okami
gay.
there?
Why is Okami
This makes
considered gay?
absolutely no sense.
Because
Is that for the furries?
Oh,
Bayonetta has
okay,
nothing to
stop,
do with
stop,
the gays,
stop.
and Okami has nothing to do with the
Yeah.
gays. What the hell are you talking about?
Let's
he
not
is
go there.
literally
Also,
grasping
Bayonetta
at
was
straws.
Bayonetta herself was designed by a woman.
Also,
Yes.
why is a woman in like whatever Bayonetta wears? Why would gay people be like, oh yeah, that's what I like? Oh yeah.
Bayonetta is
What?
closer to a gay representation because she literally flirts with Sean every second she's on screen.
But
She does that with everyone to throw them off, and because it's funny to her.
Yeah, she is a living flirt. She's a femme fatale.
Yes, the ultimate.
And Okami's a sun god, so obviously the gays love the sun. So
Do they?
yeah,
I thought they
I
like-
thought they gather in the night.
yeah, I thought they're just like black holes.
Yeah,
No,
here,
brown
here in the
hole,
park,
sorry.
they gather in the night because so they're not caught by people.
well, either way, the gays love Bayonetta and Dante, so there you go.
This is going to be a very terrible fucking video.
Maybe they're all into Isun.
Oh God. Anyway,
We're at like 2 minutes in, and I'm already dreading. But there's 15 more minutes of this.
all right, let's continue.
He's not wrong, is he? Dante's all about sexual attraction, and for the Japanese, the lines between male and female attraction are less distinct. For many centuries,
what?
sexual acts had definitions, but sexualities as we know them weren't really a thing. Men could have wives, have sex with men, and unmarried women, as much as they wanted, and it was considered completely normal. It was tradition for samurai, the most powerful and virile of warriors, to take on male lovers. And even major texts
I
about
don't
the
know
proper way
anything
to be
about
samurai
that.
included descriptions of how to best find and keep your boyfriend. I'm not kidding.
Huh?
I think that's a stretch. You have to remember, this is going to be in Japanese to English, so the translation's going to be all over the place.
Especially back in 2001.
Even if you take this seriously. This is still describing lasting relationships, which is nothing that modern day Western gay relationships have, or anything under the rainbow. They're just fucking around, and the gays that want lasting relationships, they're very frustrated because they can't find another gay person that is also faithful.
Too many people nowadays are just looking for a hookup and not an actual meaningful relationship.
I'm sorry. This is no different than us looking at a book from Descartes' time where someone talks about gay relationships. This has nothing to do with Devil May Cry, so I don't know what this is about. But
Hey, guess what? There were faggots in ancient Greek times, so Hercules is all about being gay. What? What the fuck is what?
There are
you
some
on
more
about?
angry emails heading to your inbox.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, Hawk never cares about that shit.
guys, did you know
Oh
that
my-
gays existed back in the day?
Depends on. Also, always depends on in what region you are talking about. Whatever.
It's
thing.
like the thing is, there's been gays for centuries. Yeah, okay, that's fine, wonderful. The thing is, though, people weren't actually that brazen and open about it. It's like, fine, that's all right.
They weren't
But don't
that
start-
brazen and open about any kind of sexuality because
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
something to be that brazen and open about. I'm sorry to say that, but who
It's a
you
private
screw in bed is not something to take pride in.
Yeah,
Keep
but
your
the thing is-
relationships private between you and your partner.
Do you know why? Because
Nobody else's
nobody
business.
cared. Nobody cared who you had sex with. You had other things showed your worth. Whoever you banged didn't mean fuck all to a lot of people. So, oh, okay, you have sex with your wife, wonderful. Oh, I have sex with my boyfriend. Okay, wonderful. Anyway, the Mongols are coming. Can you fight this battle? Or the people are starving. Can you help in the fields and plant the stuff? People had better things to do. Nowadays, it's like, I'm a bisexual, pan, lesbian, gay man, and it's like, right, okay, can you do something useful? Oh yeah, I can write poetry. It's like, oh my god, you are literally the most useless thing that's ever existed. There's like sea slugs that have more personality. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The problem that arose is when people caught on to this or copied, fell for this nonsense of the private is political, because then suddenly the private is a very public thing.
Also, can I just point something out? We're talking about samurai here, which is this person said were like the top warriors. Yeah, the top warriors can do what they want because, let's put it this way, you ain't going to argue with them. Some weirdly 5'7" skinny soy boy who likes suck cock at the back of a public toilet. No, they're not in the same league as samurais. I'm sorry to say this. So why?
And by that logic, in 2,000 years' time, if anyone uncovers what happened in our civilization right now, they could interpret that, our civilization was totally fine with pedophilia because all the rich and powerful people did it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they hung the rich and powerful people who did that, though.
I don't see any gallows up right now, so what the hell are you talking about?
Maybe we need to start building some gallows.
Oh my god, you're going to get some angry emails.
Bring them on!
Yeah, thanks. That's my inbox. Anyway, let's keep going.
No, send them to me. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Ed,
I'll definitely read them.
But Ben, you've got all those angry lattes having to go at you for calling them retarded.
Oh yeah, fucking retarded coffee. Oh no.
Oh.
I've offended so many beverages of color out there.
You buy from Starbucks now?
No, he doesn't fuck kids, man. Jesus, he just buys retarded coffee.
Yes.
Anyway,
Definitely
let's
Starbucks.
continue.
Buddhist priests in Japan were so well known for this behavior that it was often said homosexuality was an import from China that the Buddhists brought with them. Modern Shinto rituals even keep some of this emphasis on borderless enjoyment of sexuality.
No.
Such as this ritual.
Buddhism.
You went from Buddhism.
You practice abstinence. What's the word?
Celibacy.
They didn't have sex with anyone.
It's an ascetic lifestyle.
I want to know where she's getting this text. This could be fiction for all I know.
I don't know what kind of Buddhism she's talking about.
Glass of beer? What?
Now she's just
wait. Where is beer?
No, she's talking about Buddhism.
Where is beer in ancient China outside of Shandong province before the Germans took it over? This kind of... Did they even have beer in ancient China or Japan?
Yeah, I don't know. They had alcohol. Every culture had some form of alcohol.
Yeah, but
that was a form of preservation. That's how they kept stuff from expiring. That doesn't mean anything.
Also, how does waving an enormous wooden dick around have anything to do with Devil May Cry? What? I'm reading this paragraph. It's disgusting, and it's just okay. People got drunk and had. It's like, oh my god! It's like, well, there's strip clubs nowadays, so obviously everyone's gay. It's like, no, it's not how. No,
Ma'am, I'm pretty sure this breaks TOS.
Anyway, I want to know some context. This is so silly. Let's just keep going.
Let's hope we get context.
That involves a man wearing a giant dildo assaulting a crowd of people, male and female, who are encouraged to pet his dick. So it's not a surprise that a modern Japanese man may not react with horror and shame at
Are you joking right now? A modern Japanese man who knows this random factoid about some Buddhist monk from some story, as well as some ancient Edo period text about samurai being gay, therefore has no problem making a multi-franchise game with characters who are subtly, potentially, maybe gay.
Those stories and if it's practiced in theater, for example, as public performance, can also be done as portraying a certain group as degenerates and to be othered.
Well, this is
So-
It's
different.
not necessary. It's not necessarily an endorsement.
Yeah, but think of like
But also, just because it's a story doesn't mean it's true. This could be an exaggerated story from some weird sex story some samurai shared with his war buddy.
right. So think of like the influence, let's say Shakespeare had back in the Middle Ages, right? So that was a really big deal for us hundreds of years later. He had a bunch of male actors play female parts, but no one went, "Oh, this is homoerotic." No one did that because we're
No, what?
Yeah.
You do know that they're trying to make those actors were the first portrayal of trans in plays and everything.
Really interesting.
Yeah, because they dress as women, they're obviously wanting to transition into women.
Right, but what I'm trying to connect here is
I'm
that
sure they would say that.
is that if this was a UK author or game developer, whatever, well, obviously the British people have a history of gay popular stories from yesteryear, and you're like, no, they didn't, and neither did Japan.
No.
I mean, at least she did more research digging for her justifications.
Oh my God, I
You know,
could
you
pull up.
when people talk about the gayness and everything, like obviously your point of like Shakespeare is actually a good one because people are trying to say it. It was illegal to be gay until the 1960s in the UK.
Yeah, I know.
And Japanese culture right now openly does not look kindly on the gay.
This is
That's
what
not
They
a public.
openly
That's not a
mock it in their
public display.
media.
thing.
Yeah, we get revisionism from a lot of works in the 40s and 50s, even with the 60s with Agatha Christie, as I've said about. They rewrite these stories to have lesbian and homosexual elements, even though they weren't in the original stories. And you're like, okay, it's fair. It's fair to do that because you own the rights, but it's not plot related. It's not character related. They're just throwing it in there, and you're like, okay, I guess we're gonna have famous black singers and jazz musicians there too. It's like, why not? They're throwing Dizzy Gillespie. Yeah.
Oh my God! When like and that Doctor Who thing when they went back to Victorian London and they said, "Oh, there's a lot of black people here," and you went, "Yeah, history is a lot blacker than you realise." I was just like, "Oh, shut the fuck up."
I think that was the last Doctor Who episode I watched.
I was like, "Shut up! You know nothing about it." I mean, like, there's one of like. There was one black woman in like the 1700s who got lucky and was like adopted into a family, and they made a series about her, and literally there was black people everywhere, and I was like, right. And considering the fact that until 1955, there was no black people above the Midlands in the UK, so how the fuck were the black Scottish people?
It's
like,
revisionism. That's all it is.
If you actually look at history about it, you realise, actually, there wasn't that much immigration in the UK until after the 1950s with the Windrush generation after World War II. So,
I mean, it's the UK. Nobody, not even the British, want to live there.
Yeah. So
where were all the black people fighting the Danes?
I'm not sure.
I don't actually know much about that.
do you actually know where all this the black population of the UK comes from? Do you know what caused it all to happen?
Mainly Caribbean, as far as I know.
No. As in, like, there's a single line in one of Henry VIII's diaries or journals where he mentions passing by a coloured piper in his army.
Could be makeup or very flamboyant,
Right. And so
colored
they're
covered in
dress,
mud and
colored
soot.
clothes.
So
Because he's a
that-
piper, so maybe he's a glee man.
Yeah, so
He has his
that
glee man clothes.
that single reference has started everyone saying that there was a huge black population in the UK in the 1500s.
It makes no sense.
No, I mean, they may have imported slaves for labor, but
No.
Was the
Nope.
word colored even used in the 15th century to refer to black people?
Well, if we're talking about
Doubt
flamboyancy,
it.
we could say Dante and pretty much all the series of action, whatever you call this genre, is flamboyant. And that's the nature of the series. You can say, oh, it's very erotic. It's like, some of it is. You're right. But homoerotic? He acts like, what is it, Michael Jackson with one of his weapons?
Boy band.
Yeah, it's fun. It's silly. It's cute. It's goofy. It's made to make you laugh. It's not make you turn on and go, ooh, that's sexy. It's like, well, not really.
Who the fuck's jacking off to Devil May Cry?
She is, obviously.
That you do not want the
Yes.
answer to.
Yeah. Anyway,
Fujoshis.
let's go.
The idea of an attractive man, the way someone in the West might. And that got me thinking about Devil May Cry
It is.
and sexuality, and how the games really are incredibly homoerotic.
That is
And that
really just
apparently
Michael
it might
Jackson.
be an intentional thing. So let's talk all about the homoerotic,
There it is.
sexual, incestuous, forbidden naughtiness of the Devil May Cry
Okay.
series.
To
See,
acknowledge its incest.
Yeah, I
Is
don't-
that why there's a pretty girl on the on the title logo?
Is that why he was actually distraught over his love interest dying?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with talking about the erotic and sexual elements of the narrative because there's, I would argue, a little bit. There's a little, not a lot, but a little bit. But to say it's therefore sexually homoerotic is like, why? How? When?
What, Seraph? What did you just say?
Do they not remember that Dante was actually distraught over his love interest dying? And what was it?
Trish is not his love interest.
No, his love.
Why would she be? She looks like his mom.
You can fuck
Okay,
him
I
on.
got things mixed up. Okay,
All right.
he has an Oedipus
shut up.
complex.
Yeah, it's a very very Freudian element of filial
Devil
love.
May Cry.
Anyway,
Don't even get me started on that.
let us
I like
continue.
my mother.
If
When
that
it
comes
comes
up in the
male
video, I'm gonna
sexuality,
explode.
There are a few obvious symbols that are associated with men.
Is she joking right now?
Like the
I
attacks.
told you.
Really?
The attacks are sexual?
No. The
I
sword.
mean, we've already acknowledged that swords are a stand-in for penis.
Oh,
so
all
yeah.
about a big,
okay.
broad, long sword.
Ugh.
Imagine having a
Slowly
dick so
driven
big you can
into
rest
its
on it.
target.
But you do know what they say about men with big swords.
They have big hands.
What? Well, then explain Dark Souls then, where literally the riposte animation is literally just driving it into your enemy
It's just,
Of
it's
course,
just
of sexual nature.
to the
It's
point.
yeah.
Driving the sword into your enemy to the point where in the Dark Souls 3 DLC, Slave Knight Gale is twice your height, and because of the animation, it looks like the sword's going through his balls.
That's clearly homoerotic.
It's
That's everyone
Sure.
fantasizes about.
Yeah.
Of course. As the sword enters the body of its target, widening the opening through which it enters,
Mhm.
the target is released of the suffering of life
Oh, right.
Well, that
You realize
sounds
you were
really
so
gay.
and releases its soul into the ether.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm hot and bothered, so that's good enough for me.
Hang on, Whisp, just say that again. Let me just get my hand down my trousers. Go.
Yeah. Anyway, the actions you unlock in Devil May Cry are very sexual.
Across the globe. Phallic objects, especially violent ones associated with big, tough
Oh, guns now are. Oh, here we go. They're guns. They're going to be
Look,
penis
look.
shaped.
Told ya.
Warfare is gay.
Also, that's why Bayonetta is gay, because she uses guns.
On her feet?
No, it's because she's got a massive penis.
Futa with a foot.
No, that's
fetish.
her whip.
Ah!
Who's into BDSM?
What is going
This is
on?
really just going to turn into any weapon that you hold in your hand is a metaphor for penis. If only men had knives in their mouths and ran around headbutting people to death.
Here we go. This pose is gay. This weapon is gay. Can't you tell it's gay? No, we can't.
Oh, this is all gay. Everything's gay. Oh,
Wait,
this is all gay.
if guns are gay now, does that mean we need to stop gun regulation?
Yeah. Homophobic.
I mean, after all, guns are all about blowing your load on someone.
You'd have thought with all what the left are like, they support all the school shootings because they like shooting their loads into kids.
All right. Let's please
A little too far.
please calm down and we'll get back to the video. All right.
I can't believe I actually silenced everyone.
Anyway.
In terms of monetization, you
Swords
just don't
and
have it.
guns. Devil May Cry has a plethora of huge swords and enormous over-the-top guns used in manners that evoke sexual imagery.
Does it though?
No, it's not.
That He's standing over somebody in a pose where, like, he's about to execute them. I wouldn't consider that a sexual manner.
Well, he does
Also,
have.
A sexual manner would be holding it right on his crotch, spreading his legs open. He's holding it like he's ready to load into you.
He
Also, what do you call the literally electric guitar that he gets from a woman?
I was about to say the names of the guns are Ebony and Ivory, and there would be a clear symbolism to racism or whites and blacks or whatever crime violence bullshit they want to pull up.
It is literally just because one's colored black and the other's colored white.
Oh yeah, we know
That's
that.
all. That is literally it.
But this is a gun.
It's the name of gay strippers he likes to watch.
I am starting to get the feeling she has some actual Freudian issues.
Hawk, you say that, but you literally go through a strip club in the third mission of DMC3.
Like, this is worse than when Maggie Mae Fish was talking about RoboCop having sexual imagery with the shotguns.
No.
What?
This is worse than that. She's just saying this is sexual. This is sexual. You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but Maggie,
It's sexual that he's getting blown to pieces.
I guess. I don't know.
Projection is what this is.
No. When Maggie said that he's transgender because he went through a vision of his wife.
Yeah.
Posing with a gun like this, or posing with the sword where he's got it, holding his hand up high, stuck in the ground, sitting in a more casual tone, that's not erotic in nature. That is your projection onto it.
Again, it's the rule of cool.
Cool things are gay.
Sure.
Guys, I have to disagree with you. Guns are pretty sexual because...
Oh, that's a nice sound.
Oh my
Sounds like
God.
some things lose.
To be honest with you, I'm getting the feeling this sort of person would make a video about how men travel on a freeway that go into a tunnel are gay because they like to enter open holes. And it's just like...
Depends on whose hole it is.
How is that not heterosexual? Come on.
Because we refer to America as a woman, Lady Liberty, after all. So that's the straightest thing.
I can tell you, it's because a tunnel has two sides. It's basically a long pipe, like the one that goes from the anus to the mouth, while the female genitalia only leads to a pouch. So it is a cave. If you like to go into a cave, it would be heterosexual. But since you like driving into a tunnel, it's homosexual.
So cavemen are the most heterosexual men on the planet.
Yes.
No. Driving through a German tunnel is gay because that's called the fatherland.
What?
God.
German's called the father. The thing is, I honestly thought Whisp were going to mention, like, obviously, the tunnel with the ass of the mouth, and then the woman's only leads to, like, what, pain and suffering? And no, you just went a pouch. I was like, well...
It's kind of the same thing. I mean, if you go through the entire tunnel, you get through a cave of acid. You have to take an acid bath before you can come out the other way. It's horrible.
Oh my God.
And then all the shit on the way there. It's like it's basically hell.
Okay, well, either way, here's a donation from Porcelinus IV, which has a lot of swear words, so I'm going to read the last part. This woman sounds fatherless. So,
I agree.
Yeah. This woman needs to get laid, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I think you're on the right track there, Porcelinus. She's in her own little world, and we're trying to penetrate it.
I still find her less offensive than Noralities.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, not even halfway through this video, and we've already, like, jumped the shark with all the stuff. It's like, oh, right, okay.
We jumped the shark in the first 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, the other sharks. What phallic weapons already?
Well, is it to her that all things men do are sexual? Is she therefore sexualizing men? How is she a lesbian?
Well, also, can I ask a question? What is it with lesbians and their obsession with sexualizing men?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for this.
Or their interest in penis-shaped objects, for that matter.
Yeah, exactly. Because lesbians really enjoy penises, and it just surprises me since it's like
Well, you could say maybe they're not interested in men. They're just interested in the detached genitalia, bodiless. So who's objectifying whom now?
Yeah, but
I
men
think
are
if
nobody-
you mate with an
nobody
octopus,
objectifies
that'll rip its dick off for her.
Hey, look, they only need a single body part of the other sex to be satisfied. A man needs an entire blow-up doll, body pillow, whatever, like the whole thing.
No,
Basically a
Wisp.
sex doll.
No, Wisp.
I think you're revealing a
I
little
think
too
that's
much
less.
about
I think that's
yourself
less
there.
objectifying.
Wisp has never heard of one of holes.
Those are fairly new inventions.
Wisp have also never heard of her left hand.
Damn, man.
Anyway,
No.
Sahando.
That shit doesn't work for me.
Wait a
the
minute,
way
Hawk, are
think
you a
anyway.
lefty?
wait.
My left-
No, we're not getting into this.
Hawk's a
I'm
lefty.
ambidextrous.
Hawk's a lefty.
No,
All
I'm
right.
ambidextrous.
Oh, okay.
There's no wonder he lives in a commie town.
Okay, let's continue.
It's so big, I have to use both hands.
But more
Oh, it's fucking
specifically,
Zweihander, alright.
Dante can't stop being penetrated by swords. It's a running gag among
Sorry. Being penetrated by a sword doesn't mean it's gay.
Yeah, like, it means that, hey, we're exploiting the fact that this character has an insane healing factor.
This guy's half demon. He's practically immortal.
Like, there's a reason why Wolverine gets stabbed and shot and burned and dipped in acid.
Loses a limb here and there.
Yeah, like, it's because he can grow that shit back. You have that ability to exploit. Like, you have the ability to put this person in what would normally be mortal danger,
Right.
Yeah.
but
Originally-
it isn't because they can regenerate.
Originally, it was explained he's the son of Sparta, but they never really told us the limit of those abilities, and you sort of learn them as you go in the first game, so they never really got into the details until we get later in the series, where it's like, okay, this is what he can and can't do, and he is mortal, but he's not, completely indestructible. So he has a little bit of Mary Sue in him, but it goes away as time goes by. But
It's not something you should think about too hard. You just enjoy the game for what it is.
Yeah, it's not that deep. It's not that complex. It's supposed to be fun and action oriented with crazy angels and demons running around.
Yeah, but also, in this scene right here, that person getting thrown to a wall and then being stabbed by a sword, how is that gay? How do you look at that and go, yes, homosexual, yes, that's what I get watching this scene.
Forced penetration, Hawk.
Yeah. Don't you know homosexuals totally want to get penetrated through the chest with a large sword?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd penetrate a homosexual with a large sword.
That's what the Saudis want to do anyway. So
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're more the neck types.
Oh my god, which
They're also-
sounds
they're
so
also the roof types.
Islamophobic.
Okay, let's keep going.
the
Ah,
fandom now. Dante just keeps being stabbed. He honestly seems to allow it half the time, and it's often at the hands of his own weapon. The enormous sword,
yeah,
a symbol of
That's the running gag of literally the entire series.
When you have an insanely high regen factor, sure, you're not going to dodge as many things because, okay, I can just heal from this. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's also a running gag across pretty much the whole series except for 2, to the point where in 5 they literally make it a plot point.
yeah,
We don't talk about 2.
I've over all the time. I've had a lot of things stabbed into me.
I mean,
It's the first time I'm doing it to myself.
I mean, this might be a hot take, but I really think DMC2 deserves a second chance. I mean, now with the Capcom zeroing in on using RE Engine for everything, maybe a remake is in order.
It's tough. It's a tough sell.
I mean, it's been enough. There's been enough time behind it. Maybe use DMC 4 or 5's engine for it.
Zareth, next year is the 20th anniversary of DMC2. I'm pretty sure it deserves some kind of second chance.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you run it through with DMC 5's engine.
Yeah, the RE Engine.
Well, as long as it doesn't
Okay.
jump like a pixie up in the air for like 11 seconds or whatever it was. That was really weird. Okay.
But to
So
go back to Dante getting stabbed, that's pretty much as of I think like 3 or 4. It became tradition by that point. So you expect it to happen at least once per game.
Okay.
of manhood penetrates our hero again and again and again. Let's count it up, shall we?
oh.
How is a sword a symbol of manhood?
Yeah, very homoerotic. Yes. Girl.
DMC5.
See a
Sorry.
psychotherapist, please. You definitely have some Freudian
So
issues.
there's a
How
trope.
does
And
it-
I
how did
rarely
he-
say that.
In
because,
DMC5, how does that even count? He's doing it to himself.
yeah, so because there's a trope, because she notices a
It's called
pattern,
masturbation.
therefore sex. The character who is known for this thing does his thing in every game, therefore sex or sexual. Why?
Yeah, why?
Christ.
This woman can be subbed up in a Bob's Burgers quote. I am literally grasping at straws.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going.
This is terrible.
This
This
is-
is just.
Yeah, this is sad.
And to answer the tweet, no, it's not a kink. Shut up.
Isn't this the stuff that you do with Wolverine 2 in order to get him somewhat under control?
With what? What?
If he's going
like-
rabid,
Yeah, isn't pinning him down? Isn't that the most logical thing to do to Wolverine
What?
as well?
Oh,
No,
when
you
he
do
goes.
it
You
what
mean?
Hulk does, and just
you mean-
grab him by the arms and punch him until his brain turns.
You mean when Wolverine
syrup,
goes feral?
Essentially.
You mean when Logan goes feral? Is that what you meant?
Probably. I don't know. All I know is.
I'm just thinking here because big
Okay,
healing
fine.
factor. Like, how do you stop such a person? Killing is probably not sufficient.
So why does he get stabbed a lot? Is it just because people use swords and they just happen to be stabby?
well, the first,
Yes,
the
because
first
people
game,
use swords, and swords are used to stab.
yeah, the first game it was the lightning sword, which was alive and flew around the room and just stabbed him really quickly. He couldn't react, and he was on the ground, and then he just rose up Mike Myers style through the sword, like his entire body, from his belly button to his skull, went right through the sword. Makes no sense. And he picks it up and he swings it around like a toy. And it's so awesome. And he puts it on his back, and you see the lightning shimmer, and he's like, "Done." That was the scene. It was for an awesome, cool look. And nothing.
It was to show how crazy powerful he is.
Yeah. He owned the sword. It killed him, and then he got ownership of it because he was stronger than it.
Yeah.
That was it.
And then it got to a point where in DMC5, like I said earlier, made it an actual plot point, made it like some kind of like hint as to Dante's fate, I guess. And as we see in DMC5, he combines the lopped off rebellion with his father's sword to create his own sword to unlock his full power.
Right.
They literally say it's like, yeah, maybe all those stabbings and jabbings were part of some greater destiny, and
Yeah.
they were.
And the game.
They literally make it a plot point, and they even kind of crack wise about it. I've had a lot of things stabbed into me over
Yeah.
the years.
Yeah, exactly. And the game has a lot of people with weapons and swords and blades and spears and all kinds of melee weapons that people are going to get stabbed, including the main character. That's not uncommon to have in these stories when your main character is a demon creature hybrid that can survive it. So why not do something fun with it?
Go
Yeah.
all out. Be crazy. Go as over the top ham as you can because no one's going to be taking this game seriously, and
Yeah,
nobody should.
Yeah, they gave Dante that sick ass healing factor for a reason, and by God, they were gonna take advantage.
Yeah, as soon as you see him juggle people in the air with bullets or juggle himself up in the air with guns, you're like, okay, yeah, this is for fun.
Yeah.
It is. That's what it's always been since the beginning, and really, no one's questioning it because it just looks cool.
That's
Yeah.
it. Anyway,
This video is so gay.
It is a power trip fantasy game.
I was waiting for
And-
someone to say that.
And as a side note, for how much Virgil wants to be more powerful than Dante, he pretty much gave Dante the big hint for unlocking his true power. All the way back since 3.
So we can just continue on with the video and pause and just say, this is so gay. And then we just keep going.
This is literally the gayest thing ever.
Not counting scenes that occur in battle or outside cutscenes, there are at least 8 major scenes in which Dante is stabbed, often with his own enormous phallic blade. And the scenes themselves
So gay.
How is the sword phallic?
How many
It's a
swords
sword.
do you know that are
It
not
does not-
phallic?
It does not even remotely resemble the male genitalia.
Maybe the wings on Alistair.
I'm suddenly
How many
reminded of.
penises are serrated edged?
No, I was.
I mean,
Yeah.
I for one have a double-edged dick.
Okay, that's nice to know. I was
Bears,
thinking
your
of.
dick is shaped like an axe. There's complete difference.
I was thinking of the Spaceball scene where they're holding their Schwartz, and it's.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, your Schwartz is as big as mine.
What's
Why?
Surrounded by assholes.
Why do people think long shafts of metal that are designed to inflict pain are anything like a penis?
Because it's straight.
So like sides of a table. I don't go, ooh, that table looks like a penis.
Why a table?
By
Well,
that
tables
logic,
is
the
strange.
turtles are gay because Donatello has a staff, Leonardo has two swords even. Oh my god!
Double gay.
And Michelangelo with his nunchaku, he's just beating people with detached penises.
Quadruple.
Yeah,
Limp-
he's just
limp
beating
gay.
people with a pair
Double-sided
of
penis.
floppy
That makes
dicks.
them.
Yeah.
If it's a double-sided penis, that means he's a lesbian.
Oh, and Raphael has
Oh.
2 sides, so that's 6 points. That's sextuple
Oh,
gay.
That's 6
Small
dicks.
gay.
Or sorry, hexagonal gay.
Oh, that's the dildos with the little nub at the top to push the clitoris.
Yeah, the
That's a
clip
rampant
tickler.
rabbit.
It's just
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like almost like saying anyone who goes up ladders is gay because they're straight. They look like
Raphael the clit tickler. That's what I'm calling him from now on.
It's a sword. It's gay. Let's go. Let's go with that, guys. That's the video topic, okay? Yeah.
Look, woman, listen. Just because there is a thing that is more or less tube-shaped in some way or another, and you can stick it into a general hole, doesn't mean it's a reference for a dick.
Yeah, but the thing is,
It doesn't mean that you should stick it into your hole.
But what if you can put it inside of an admiral orifice?
I know. Well, here's the thing we keep telling Zeus: don't put your dick in it. Here's the thing we have to tell you:
He does it
don't
anyway.
stick it in you. Don't
does it
stick
anyway.
it in you.
yeah.
I will say that there is one problem with what Whisp just said, and that was woman listen. They don't do that.
I
Why?
know.
Oh wow.
Why waste your time?
I know.
Sorry,
Alright.
were you saying something? I wasn't listening.
Well, let's just move on because this is sad. There was a super chat. I can't read it, but
Oh,
Largely
what a
in
cop
Ger-
out.
You want me to read it?
You can try.
Walkabout, a little bit.
Where
It's
is it?
mostly it's
That's
partially
cheating.
in
You're half
German.
German.
Which one is it?
Partially in German, and I can read it, but I don't know what it means.
Wisp,
It's called Google Translate.
And it's not exactly
I'm
accurate.
not
And I'm
reading it.
and
I
I'm
hate that. I hate that tongue twister. Not because it's difficult, because it isn't. Just because it's stupid. I always
Roughly
hated it.
translates to red cabbage is red cabbage and a wedding dress is a wedding dress.
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
God, I am
Bears-
evil.
Bears- okay,
That's hard. Wispy.
Bears, go on. You're half German. You can do it.
Man, I actually am half German. I can sort of read German, and I can sometimes make out what it means.
Oh
But
God, that means we're technically 2 Germans here.
Oh shit.
Oh
go.
my
you
god.
I'm also half Mexican, so you got a Beaner Schnitzel on your board.
Hey!
Oh my god.
If I could put the Google Translate text to speech through my mic, I would.
Gotta say, you guys are the racist bunch of people I've ever talked to before in my life.
Goddamn
Hey,
right.
what did I do?
All I know is
I'm
that
not allowed to make fun of myself.
I allow one German on the Smudcast, but 1.5. I'm kind of struggling here, guys. You know.
What about
Oh,
when
we're
it's-
already at 2.
Yeah.
Well, that was
1
1.5
and 2
what?
halves.
What? Bears isn't half German. Bears is.
Yes, I am. How many times do I have to fucking say this shit?
You know, Bears, you're
Talk
half
about women not listening when we talk. Jesus Christ.
No, Bears, you're half Grizzly, half Patrick Bateman.
Bears is a half Arrogant Black American.
Yes.
Also, saying, like, doing a couple of Nazi salutes and prancing around the flag doesn't make you German, but
No, that actually
Okay,
does make
does
you
my
gay.
my mother's side of the family being called Hertz, does that work for you, Hawk?
no, Germans don't do it by the female side. They only
HERTZ.
the males. Germans are like the anti-Jews. They go down the male side, not the female side.
Okay.
I have to check whether that's a butcher's name or a Jewish name.
It's a rental car name.
Oh, jeez. Anyway,
We're actually distantly related.
either way.
The founder of the rental car company.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, guys, let's keep going.
You
I
say
don't
your
know
relatives were a car? Oh, my
I
God. No wonder
don't
you found this messed
know
up.
how long we're gonna keep going because this is just stupid. But maybe a few more
Boiling
minutes.
down to like every 30 seconds, we had to point out that what you're saying is stupid.
I know, and this is where
What?
we get stuck because there's no more argument. It's just look at this. This is a penis. You're like, no, it's not. Look at this. This is another penis.
Why are you-
No, it's not. Anyway,
Elves are incredibly overdone with sexual tension. This scene with Alastair focuses on how
Alastair,
Alistair.
thank you. Anyway,
Oh, my fucking God.
I get pissed
Oh,
off
yeah.
about dumb shit like
That
this.
is not a hard name to pronounce.
Alastair and the fucking wielder of Alastair, Dante.
If you have zeros in your homoeroticism title, I'm gonna, we know what we're set up for. So.
Well, how would you pronounce Alastair? How would you... Oh.
I'm trying to think of a pun to run off Alastair, but nothing's coming to mind. I got nothing.
Me neither.
Molaster?
Alastair, I don't know.
Alastair Molaster.
Okay. Anyway,
Oh,
let's this
sexual scene.
this was one I was joking about because this is what I remember from the first game, but she actually is going to show it. So let's see how homoerotic this sword is in this scene.
slowly and intensely Dante draws himself off the blade in a way that throws his head back, mouth open in a panting gasp.
No,
He's
no.
no, but I'm just saying, panting gas. It's like, yeah, it's hurting. It's,
Yeah, with
whatever.
the blood. Yeah, the panting gas with the blood running out of.
Yeah, I remember actually analyzing this years ago because if you compare where it starts in his chest and where he stands, and the angle doesn't do it justice properly, it goes through his skull, like the way his spine bends and he stands upright. The hilt of the sword hits the back of his skull, and you're like, that's stupid, that's impossible, but that's Devil May Cry. That's the point. It's fun, silly. Not supposed to make sense.
You know something? If gay sex results in a lot of blood coming out of his mouth and his head gasping, and it doesn't sound
See
good.
a doctor.
Yeah, he might have monkeypox.
Yeah, this is going from this is homoerotic to this is the really violent, creepy shit that you're into, lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hawk, speaking of monkeypox, did you see the CDC came out with fucking
Yeah.
rules? They literally, the CDC is telling you to commit like pornea.
Yeah,
Like, just stand in front of each other and jerk off at each other.
with a
I'm
6
sorry,
foot
what?
gap.
Yeah. Like the CDC came out with fucking instructions on how to fuck even if you have monkeypox, and one of them was like, well, socially distance but jerk off in front of each other.
Okay, that's
Okay.
Fucking-
that's great information to share.
What?
I didn't
the
realize
fuck?
Gary Rowe was part of the CDC. Gonna tell you to
Things
fuck
I
a pillow
did not
next.
need to hear. That is at the top of the list of things that I did not need to hear.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
you heard it anyway.
Okay,
I know.
Oh, yeah.
back to the
Don't worry,
wonderful
Dad.
sexually charged Alistair penetration
Back to
scene
monkeypox.
in Devil
Yeah, but
May
the thing is,
Cry.
it's in stream memes now. Everyone will get to see it in a bit.
Oh
Carry on.
boy!
Later.
This scene in his office has
Oh, he just skips it. What the? Never mind.
Yeah, but all he cared about was the face of a man obviously having an
I
orgasm.
know the scene you're talking about. I have seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Like,
Yeah,
he's having a pain-gasm, otherwise called being in pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
Young
if you're
man,
into
half-naked.
domination, you do you.
yeah.
She's
But
into a lot of shit.
He's half naked and getting impaled. He's in his own house. That's why he's half naked, right?
Yeah, he didn't go
He
out.
was just chilling
This
out.
is-
He was
this is-
chilling out, and then he got attacked.
Yeah, this is a shot.
Pizza? Like, wasn't he just chilling out, having a beer, and eating some pizza?
Yes.
Yep. This is like the very beginning of DMC 1, I believe.
Three. Yeah.
3?
Yeah, he's in his office.
Yeah, this is 3.
And
Okay.
he gets jumped.
This is after Arkham like gives him Virgil's invitation to go to Timony Gru.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Shitty bird.
Surrounded by monsters who he allows to violently penetrate him.
Allows?
before his head
Allows? He got caught off guard! He
She's-
wasn't expecting that
she's-
shit. Arkham just flipped his table, left, and then the Reapers showed up.
She's going.
It's like, honestly, if you want to make this sexually erotic, he's getting gang banged. He's getting gang raped.
Yeah.
By that logic, yes.
How gay.
Sure, yeah.
Now she's going back to the first one. What is happening?
She's
Oh, I don't
projecting
know.
some very
Our
strange.
editor has
intent into the
ADHD.
scenes.
That's what this is.
All right. Well,
Just one question. Is anyone else finding it difficult to masturbate to this? Because I'm just really struggling.
Difficult, but not impossible.
Yes, exactly.
This woman.
How about you both
I'm
give it a
having a really easy time of it, Hawk.
Ow.
okay. Anyway,
Woman really needs
back
to see an
to
institute.
Considering how easily you can do that, I'm assuming that's a high point. Get something better.
this
It's
is.
a fucking shotgun. How dare you?
Okay, no, seriously. Moving on.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Let's go.
Each time, the camera focuses heavily on Dante's physical reactions to the penetration, which mirrors sexual behaviors exactly. And Dante nearly always allows this to happen. Only
See, it goes
Okay,
right through
How do
his
you even
skull.
get through that?
Again,
Okay,
both times you have shown this, he was caught off guard.
and isn't it, when men get penetrated up the ass, isn't it usually up the ass and they're down on the floor, doggy style?
Yes.
But even then,
This is not sexual in any way. Anybody who finds this sexual is fucking wrong.
he's a weirdo.
You know, one thing that she doesn't show that actually does have a homoerotic thing on there? It's the reboot that we don't talk about. Whenever he's flying through the air and a baseball bat covers his schlong.
Yeah,
I
again,
think this is-
you said it best. We don't speak of that.
We don't talk about that one, but if you showed that one and talked about that one, you would actually have a leg to stand on.
Again, yeah.
Sorry.
But we don't
Where's
talk
he-
about that one.
Where's
course we
the
don't.
wing crossguard going through anyway? Is that going through his head?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's going
Yes.
through his skull.
I mean, you can forgive that because that's just the limitations of the PS2.
No, I would have just
Um,
designed the sword different here.
Well, this is the ridiculousness of Devil May. This happens in the first 10 minutes. It's like, oh, okay, this is this kind of game. Don't
Because
take it
with-
seriously.
With
Well,
this
it looks like
sword,
a
with
sword
this
you'd
sword,
buy
you'd,
at-
you'd,
it look-
you'd want to rip it out of the ground and pull it out of yourself instead of doing this nonsense.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
have a sword that looks a bit like that. It's on hanging up on my wall
It's a
over
bit
there.
too, like, even though over the top is the name of the game here, this is immersion breaking.
at least it's early on.
He could have, yeah, okay, but could also have broken off the cross guard to do this.
Yeah, this is going through his
Makes more
spine,
sense.
his skull. Like this makes no sense. So that's fine
Mhm.
because that's the nature of the game. It's not for making sense, and that's
It looks like
acceptable.
it looks like a mall.
How
ninja
does it even
sword.
cut through him?
No idea.
Like the sword going through the wound back, okay, but the wing cross guard would need
Yeah.
to cause more new wounds.
It is done this way in this camera angle purely for visual flair and effect. It's nothing. If we saw it from the top, we'd be like, "What? There's just two polygons rubbing against each other, and that's that." And you're like, "Okay, whatever." So this is all effect. It's all stylized. It's fair. Don't take it seriously. But if you're a weirdo like she is, she thinks this violence is sexual. So it's also
No,
homosexual.
Smudboy,
revealing
weirdo
a
is an
little
ableist slur.
Oh yeah.
How dare
She's
you?
revealing a little bit too much about herself here.
Yeah, she's interpreting this as not only sexual but homoerotic, and it's like where
She's
you
kind of revealing the stereotype of lesbians about how they like to get off to rape fantasies.
I don't know. It
Could
could be
also
many
be
things.
funny as lesbians being domestic abusers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, like
That
yeah,
could be
the violence and everything going along. in the-
sadism.
Yeah, you know what? I bet we have some normal gay people in the audience or people who've watched Smudcast or Smudboy, and it's like, yeah, this is retarded. No one would think this.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Let this woman speak for you.
Anyway.
Let this person be in charge of your opinion. Okay.
Rarely is he so overwhelmed in combat that he can't counter or stop his opponent. These scenes make it clear Dante is toying with his opponents. And on a certain level, perhaps even enjoying the horrendous violence of the scene. These are, of course, parallels to homosexual activity. But
Of course they are.
Are you
literal-
joking?
Hold on.
Of course they are. Why? What else could they ever be? Of course they are.
Whoa.
The scholar has the
What
knowledge.
did she just say?
You've now just said horrific violence and pain are the same as homosexual acts. So does she think
Insanely
gay sex-
homophobic.
Yeah, does she think gay sex is violent?
Well, that explains a lot about the rainbow shit. Maybe we should outlaw that after all,
Maybe
because apparently
there's
it
a
is
point
just
to
all about violence. Horrible,
Maybe there's a point to
horrible,
homophobia.
bloody violence.
Yeah, I'm quite sure homosexual men and lesbian women don't like pain. And
Well, homosexual men don't.
Some might,
Well,
but that's a
some might.
personal taste on things. Like if you're into getting dominated, that's a different issue. That's not universal among gay men.
right, but we're talking about a gigantic broadsword penetrating your torso and going, "Oh my god, yeah!" Like that's no one's thinking.
So
this.
gay.
That's not normal.
Nobody's that into getting the crap kicked out of them for sex.
Very,
Not for
very
sex,
few
no.
people.
Oh my Lord, have mercy on my soul.
Anyway, we could stop.
Yeah,
there,
not
but
yet.
I'm going to go for another minute just to see where she's going with this, because this was the scene I really wanted her to mention, and she did.
She's going to Pornhub.
Yeah,
That's where
what
she's
she
going
started
with
with, what she started with in the first place.
It's gonna be a two-parter.
No,
this belly.
Please.
this is worthless.
This.
Oh, we
being
said
done.
that after 8 seconds.
Yeah.
We're in 5 minutes.
Dante is a half-demon, a monster. And we can't forget how much that informs who he is and what he enjoys. Full demons are shown acting in sexual manners in ways
He's not what? Okay, wait a second.
What does being a demon have to do with it?
She is
Should be,
comparing
again,
Dante
homophobic.
to the
Yeah, she's
demons.
comparing gay people to demons.
That is
but-
actually homophobic.
Just because he's part demon, therefore, the demons do this, and Dante must be like that. It's like, no, he kills them.
It's not because he's.
Just
It's
So-
not because he's homo. It's because he's a demon hunter.
So what I've
He
learned from
kills
this
them
video,
for a living.
So what I've learned from this
Good
video
job.
is that homosexuality is demonic and entirely rooted around pain and misery.
Violence, sadism, and
Violent
bodily
hate.
mutilation.
You could
Yes.
argue his lack of being stimulated by being near death or being penetrated by giant swords doesn't bother him, so he makes a joke about it, and he's seeking out
yes!
more.
Now I understand how Bayonetta is gay, because she makes contracts with demons in order to inflict massive pain onto other demons and angels, which are the same thing, actually.
the demon is a fallen angel, a corrupted angel.
I cannot.
Have you ever beaten the armor of the enemies in Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2? The angels and demons look the same.
Yes, I haven't
They are
played
the same
first.
creatures.
I prefer the second game over the first one, honestly.
The
Too bad it's-
battlefields, the combat does feel more smooth. I still prefer the first game because I hate the story of the second one.
Don't play Bayonetta for the story, and
bad-
I
too
don't
bad
like
this-
the fact that the first game punishes me for using healing items that they give me.
What?
Bayonetta
healing
1
items?
punishes you for using healing items,
Why would you use healing items?
in case you need to use a healing item to heal up.
No, you just dodge everything.
Good scrub.
Okay, you're messing with me at this point. I'm not going to continue that argument.
What? No,
Uh,
you're
Wisp,
messing with
do you play Bayonetta on the PC, or how do you?
I played Bayonetta first on the Wii U and then on the Switch.
Okay.
Switch is better.
All right.
I was gonna
The
say.
Wii U it's unbearable because the Wii U controller is horrible and it's constantly reading the disc. And on the Switch,
you have to play it on the hardest difficulty, and that teaches you to dodge correctly especially on the level where you are in the back of that big transporter plane, and there's 5 gracious and glorious on this very small platform, and you just constantly dodge them until they die. And once you've done that, nothing hits you anymore ever.
Damn, and people say Dark Souls is get good.
I get you're probably gonna be better at the game than I am. I acknowledge that I'm not great at it. I just prefer not being punished for using a game mechanic you give me.
Mm-hmm.
I can see.
I can punish me for dying, but don't punish me for using healing items, especially when you give me the ability to buy, make, and find them.
I would say on normal it shouldn't punish you for that at least.
Mm-hmm.
I would accept that on normal. On higher difficulties, like what the fuck do you use that for? On the highest, by the way, on the highest difficulty, there is no witch time anymore.
That kind of takes out the fun, though.
No, oh my god.
The witch time for me is extremely okay. We've gone way off topic here.
I know. There's still one way to activate it, but the general standard witch time thing is deactivated so that the game gets faster and more brutal, and that's fine. The part I mentioned to you by island dodging, I did that for 2 straight days to get through that part. And after that is there's the save point, the auto save point of the level isn't right after that. There's one more fight after that against, I think, 3 Ardors and some other bullshit. And that has a completely different timing. So I lied a bit. You die again because you're used to the gracious and glorious timing. But that you get relatively quickly through that, and then you're fine. But yeah, it's great. I recommend, if you ever play Bayonetta, take the time to unlock the 3rd difficulty, and when you play that, the actual game begins. It's great.
Anyway, on to about demonic people.
So it's literally like DMC, which was made by the same guy.
Yes,
pretty much.
Oh, there's also one more fun thing.
Uh-oh.
Because after showing the game to someone else, I've talked about this when we talked about Dark Souls, the speedrunner of that, and then I needed to finish a level on normal for him because he couldn't get through it anymore. He was very frustrated, and I couldn't do it because the timing was off. The enemies were all attacking so slow that I got hit all the time. It was very strange because I was used to the ultimate speed of the game, and suddenly you die to normal. Okay.
All right. Let's go.
That imply violence, towards Dante mostly, associating sex and harm. They're demons. I wouldn't be surprised if they did indeed and then tried to eat each other. Dante, a young demonic man with no demonic partners besides his own enemies, can find this kind of violent gratification only at the hands of his enemies. This may be why...
What? Fine, whatever. That's fine. You want to make that analysis? That's fine. I don't care.
I have nothing to say. I've got nothing to say. You are literally conflating homosexuality with demons. I've got nothing to say.
Homosexuals are demonically sexually violent people. I agree. You've convinced me, author of this video.
I have nothing to say to you on this. This is a member of the LGBT, presumably. You could be lying. I swear to God, if I get to the end of this video and it's just a giant "you've been trolled," I'm gonna be. I don't know what to think of that.
Oh,
that would at least be funny. And if you got to the end of this, you're an idiot, and then it plays the "You've Been Trolled" song.
All I know is even the Christian moms are like, Jesus Christ, just calm it down a little bit.
See, that's what I said yesterday. Start calling the SJWs Christian moms. Start calling the rainbow activists Christian moms, because they have the exact same beliefs and talking points as the Christian moms.
No. The Christian moms had actual talking points. These people have gone so far overboard. I even think
with Christian moms, I mean these what was it, satanic panic type Christian moms.
Even they
that see the gay and the Satanism everywhere, and just like these people.
Yeah, but at least the satanic panic moms can somewhat be reasoned with. These people have no excuse.
Hey, lady, the Westboro Baptist Church is calling. They're telling you to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
No, I think there's one that sent her a wreath of flowers.
Use a phone.
It sent her a wreath of flowers thanking her for making their point.
they've sent her a job.
This is too far even for them.
No, this is exactly what they believe, isn't it?
Oh,
Clearly God just hates them, not that they're demons.
yeah. Not the sexually deviant demons who like being stabbed repeatedly.
We would need to ask them. Does anyone know one of the 30 members of the Westboro Baptist Church?
Let me get my phone. Let me get my phone book out. There's Greg, Brian, Elise. Elise is lovely. She makes pancakes on Saturdays. And then there's Tom. Boy, do I hate those big faggots, McBrien. But we don't talk to Tom that often.
She makes actual pancakes, right? Not those Netherland shitty pancakes that are burnt and cold.
Proper pancakes.
You don't know what good aroma is.
Who? What?
It's called panorama.
Yeah, I would try one with some butter, little syrup. I would try it. Why the hell not?
No.
I'll send it into the DMs. I'm talking about something entirely.
No.
Yeah.
Mashed apples.
Related.
Pancakes go with mashed apples.
Pancakes going with mashed apples.
Mashed
Pancakes go
apples
with
with a little
literally
cinnamon?
every fruit.
Mashed apples and a little cinnamon? Hell yeah, I'd try that.
Yeah. Cinnamon doesn't sound too bad. Yeah.
Just a little, just to give it that little sweet kick.
Yeah. Or a little tiny bit of powdered sugar. That's also fine.
Yeah, kicked out of the kitchen for making that monstrosity. Anyway, gay people. Let's finish it.
All right,
Anyway,
let's
demonic,
keep
sexually
on
sadist gay people.
going.
Yes.
Here's Strawman. Thank you for the 5, sir. It's a good thing Tywin Lannister isn't in Devil May Cry because he is the apex homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is.
The best character. Charles Dance.
It's all right.
Yeah. Oh, he got impaled by a phallic object. Yeah, so yeah, he's gay.
Yeah, it was a phallic object launcher. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you remember how he was gutting the stag in his tent? That was clearly a homosexual act, as he was putting the knife into the belly of the stag.
Like
Yeah, he was skinning it alive, and as we know, homosexuals love to do sexually violent things to anything and everything
Apparently.
they come across. According to this video.
Homosexuals love to skin things.
Yeah.
You also
Animal
didn't get a new
electrical.
wife, so that's clearly a sign that he's homosexual.
Okay.
All right. Well,
But he fucked a chick with tiny tits, and that's clearly homosexual.
let us continue.
He had sex with a femboy.
Why so many of the most sexual erotic scenes in the series are associated with combat. In Japan, there's a
That was it?
Lord.
That was her opinion. All of the sexual scenes are associated with combat. Maybe they're not sexual scenes. Maybe they're combat scenes.
This is not Guro. This is not Guro. Not the hentai version of it. Not Edo Guro. No.
I don't
You're
think
wrong.
my brain even went here. This is retarded.
Focus on eroticism, sexual
No,
corruption.
Smud, you can't talk about...
As a
You
term
said
is used
ableism.
to denote something that is erotic and grotesque.
She says it's all erotic gore, essentially.
So, wait, now it's erotic gore? Before it was just a bunch of guys with phallic objects that was gay. Now it's erotic gay? That's gore?
It's erotic
She has
gore.
revealed way too much about herself.
I could make up terms too and say, look, well, we've got males and females. I mean, that's clearly a boy meets girl story. And in this case, it's with, he loves his mommy, but his mommy's not real. And it's really someone else who looks like her mommy. So he's got these issues. It's like, no, it's not the story.
Man, she should not read H.P. Lovecraft.
Maybe she should.
This is
Gonna fucking diddle herself to the king in yellow.
This is
You know something?
The King in Yellow.
This woman is a faux show, or in Hawknese, a fucking idiot. So that's all I've got to say about it. I'm done with
What
this
are
video, by
these?
the way.
No, Hawk, it was... If it's your native tongue, it would be Nihawko.
Oh, Nihawko, yeah. This person's a moron and is a sexual deviant. Why are we even listening to this video anymore?
It's like, but as a southerner would say, oh, bless your heart.
This
Well,
person
I don't
obviously...
even think she means well. So no, don't bless your heart. You're a fucking moron.
We're talking about erotic gore.
Well, that's
Why?
what bless your heart means to Southerners.
Basically, it's a nice way of calling somebody an idiot. It's usually used when somebody says or does something really, really stupid, but they mean well.
Yeah. Either that or if your baby's ugly.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe she
Yeah,
was
but
an ugly baby.
if she's a demon, won't the blessing just bounce off?
Well, at least
Or
it's a
might
different
cause
point.
harm.
It's a different point she's made, so we can see what she has to say about it. But it's stretching.
Yeah.
It's stretching it really thin. One more from Strawman. Thank you for the super chat. Will she speak of the big gay? I'm not sure what the big gay is in this context.
Well, look at any violent occurrence, apparently.
Yeah, it's the whole game is the big gay in that regard. So
The whole series is the big gay.
yeah.
So really, wouldn't the big gay be Hiroshima?
I mean, a Batman
What?
being dropped his
Well, that was the
load,
Enola
maybe.
gay.
Oh.
Because that
Dropping
had a
a
lot of
very big
violence and
eruption.
everything.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh my
America
God.
dropped a really big load on Japan twice.
Oh my god! So the American Goro is 9/11.
And that's why we have Evangelion. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna come.
What?
Cool.
Okay.
Christ.
Keep going.
I bet this woman proper fingered herself in the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan.
Any John Woo feel like she's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's Japanese and there's guns.
Oh my god, look at them pigeons.
It's just Jesus Christ.
Giga Chat, stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Please.
Giga Chat, we're going to give you a 3-minute timeout, or what is it? 300-second timeout.
Ooh, why?
Sit. Oh.
Rachel.
Ooh.
Giga Chat, let's go.
All right.
Go.
Let's go.
Rachel.
Major historical trend in fiction called Eroguro.
Is it really?
After the arrival of Westerners in the 1800s, the traditional Japanese sexual content, erotic woodblock artwork, was banned because the Westerners found it shameful and made the Japanese politicians feel ashamed of it. Good job, everybody.
No.
In response, new
Think
underground
so.
traditions started to form, and in the early
Porn
1900s,
bans happened more than
Eroguro
just
would
once
be one of
and
them. A sexual tradition
before.
that blended extreme violence with sexuality. The modern tentacle fetish we all know and love began as an Eroguro fetish, and many of the
Long before United States would have ever given any kind of a shit about Japan or anywhere else in the rest of the world. At that point, America was isolationist.
If she's talking about the tentacle porn in anime or anime hentai, that was created because there was a ban on phallic imagery in general for all media in Japan, I think in the 70s or something. So the tentacle was a way around that.
No. What was his name again? We talked. I raised this last time, and I forgot the name again. The guy who painted the, what was it, 33? I don't know how many images of Mount Fuji and the big wave. It's what he's most famous for. I think does his name begin with H? I think yes. I forgot. You know who I'm Hokusai. Hokusai also made his money, his general money between his big art pieces with drawing porn. And so aside from making giant art on a marketplace with a giant brush, or by making other stunts like painting an image onto a corn of rice, he also is famous for drawing the first tentacle porn with a woman in the water being raped by an octopus.
Yes, I've seen
This
the picture.
image, that is the historically speaking first image of tentacle porn, if we want, at least from Japan, and that came to be because of a general porn ban, and the law forbid to show that with humans. So he went around the formulation of the law and used an animal for it so that he could still draw porn.
That is how that image came to be.
Here's a news flash for you. If an artist is wealthy, they probably draw porn.
Yes, very often. If not, at least for themselves at some point. But a lot of people on the internet that draw and do commissions eventually draw porn, even if it's just some soft stuff or it's very artistic in the better cases. And if you want to make the real money, you need to sell your soul. And some of the people that made real tons of money in the furry sector, they eventually had to stop because the requests just were too outrageous. It didn't even matter how high they went with the commission prices. There are some very degenerate people with a lot of money who commission absolutely insane stuff.
I mean, these are the people who have way too much money who like jacking off to Carmelita Fox.
Yeah. Since many of them are homosexuals, they don't have any girls women or children to spend their money on, so they have all that money to commission porn. Very degenerate porn you can't even imagine.
Oof.
Let's face it, the PS2 era of games is when a lot of furries were born.
No, there's a by Down the Rabbit Hole. There's a good good documentation about the development and fall of the furry fandom. I put that in quotation marks because it's basically gone through the same cycle of degeneration and destruction and subversion in the end by communists that most other movements did and hobbies did just much earlier. And the rainbow thing as at large in the past 10 years especially, the furries went through in the 90s. Like they had just fun little cons with just, hey, we make fun drawings with animal characters that are a little bit erotic on the surface, haha. Nothing too deep. And in the 90s then came the really degenerate homosexuals to it, and suddenly the hotels were complaining about cum in the elevators and on the buttons where you select the floor. Things like that.
And adding down to the list of things I did not need to know.
All right. All right. So,
yeah, and GigaChat, can you please stop spamming? It's getting annoying.
All right. So,
seriously, bro, it's not funny.
Guro is a very specific genre. I would not associate that with video games because video games don't specifically have those kinds of subgenres unless you're talking about visual novels, in which Japan has all kinds of different subgenres, but not in a very popular action adventure game like Devil May Cry. You wouldn't that would not even connect. So no, that's silly. Anyway.
No, really? You think?
It's a bad attempt at a connection just because it exists, therefore it could be. It's like, nope. That's not how it works.
Arts traditions are alive and well today in manga and anime.
Yes, they are.
And many of Devil May Cry's major cutscenes and its blend of violence with sexual innuendo.
Okay, we're done. Because it has innuendo, it's Guro. No.
He is flirting with a woman!
Sexual innuendo is obviously homoerotic when there's a woman and a man. Like, what the
I want to see the French maid outfit.
That is not
Can we get a French maid outfit DLC for lady? That'd be awesome.
I think we're jumping to stream memes, guys, because that was just a giant, silly...
Starting with Goo Dragon.
Weird. It's like you're going through the discovery phase of some sort of court battle, and you're like, oh yeah, this person's screwed. Yeah, there's no way they could argue out of this. It's like,
yeah.
All right, here we go. Aura Master D3X. Maybe they're gonna pull evidence from the reboot.
Skipped like 3.
I did.
Yes.
It says June 18th. Oh, I did. What do you know? Why'd that happen?
You just like skipping things, don't you? You massive gay.
All right, Homoeroticism DMC. No, save me from this hell. Yeah, I know.
Oh, did we give up? Are we on stream memes?
Yep.
Okay.
This statements. Once you have a loaded sentence like that and everything in it is disconnected and wrong, you're like, nope, we're done. He's not gay because Nero is his son. Checkmate, libtards. What? What the hell is this?
So, when would Nero have time to get busy?
Did he?
And Nero has a girlfriend.
Well, I don't know the story behind Nero exactly, but is that number 5? Yeah, no, it was number 5. Yeah, his son is no, his father is his uncle or his father? His father, right?
Angel is Nero's father.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Oh boy! Wow, that is not that. I don't know what that is. That is. Wow, that just came out like yesterday or the day before, I think.
Is this for that Barbie movie?
Yep.
God, that looks gay. I bet this lesbian's gonna love it.
I mean, it looks like it's Ken, so
I could see the homoeroticism in like He-Man and like those old stories with the animation being pretty weak and being silly and all the hearts. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I can see it, but it never meant to be that way. It just sort of inadvertently became that way. Devil May Cry, not so much. Oh, there's the DMC4, I think. Or just DMC, rather. I think. Oh, boy, what is this? Trailer Park Boys. Dante, life isn't about getting crazy and eating pizza all the time. Oh. Okay. Oh, this one's great. I like this. This is so good.
friggin' one where it's the recreation of Michelangelo, the Hand of God, and it's a dildo.
Oh.
And at least that's with the friggin' remake we don't talk about.
Yeah, I know. Monster? Energy drinks. Sure. Why not?
Da Vinci?
What was that?
Why would you drink a sugar-free energy drink?
What did they say?
I mean, those are literally worse for you.
What did they say in the video? I know it's a dub.
Da Vinci.
Oh. Okay.
So much motivation.
Juiciness. Devil May Cry 3, Dante and Lady. Dante showing clear interest in a woman for like 2.5 minutes. Yeah, I know. It's pretty obvious he's into girls. So.
No, you're wrong. He likes being stabbed, so he's gay.
Here's Dante's brother in an odd caricature. No, Dante, no. We are not having a party. I'm trying to stab you with this katana to kill you. These are not crazy times, brother. These are foolish times. That's so gay. I mean, obviously.
But officer, you are carrying a handgun.
Oh boy. We remember this scene from Hereditary. Not me.
What? Okay.
I see you also spend time in a shithole, Mr. Francisco.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Hey, I'm not even going to finish saying that.
What happens when you eat 8 beds? What is this?
What the fuck?
This looks like a Mike Tester meme.
Yeah.
That's just surrealistic meme.
No, it's from Francis.
Francis, what is Francisco? What is what?
Don't ask
next
questions,
one, though.
just consume me.
What is? Oh my god!
That's a pretty good Photoshop.
Dante just watches an horror.
Frankie, you piece of shit!
And then the pizza. That's really good Photoshop.
The one pineapple.
Okay.
I actually like pineapple on my pizza. I'll see myself out.
Take him.
This is the song. Oh, jeez.
Moving on.
That's Blue's Clues, isn't it? Oh.
Again with this.
Oh, don't. At work last week, someone started singing the theme tune to Blue's Clues.
My
and I just
God,
had post-traumatic stress disorder. Just like, oh my God.
I still remember the Quentin video.
When I spot someone being ableist online and I'm a canonist. A canist?
Yes.
Does that mean you throw rocks at people? What does that mean?
Cain and Abel.
Bash your brother's skull with a rock.
It's a big rock.
Oh.
It's a religion joke. Well done.
Virgil from Don't Make Cry at Walmart.
He's
What
the storm
the-
that's approaching.
What?
He is the
Pretty normal.
checkout
That's-
storm that's approaching. Maybe, I don't know.
To be fair, that is a pretty normal thing to see at Walmart.
Oh,
Somehow.
this is actually. I mean, it's the same as before, but yeah.
It's actually not normal to see someone who isn't fat at Walmart. What are you talking about?
No, it is not normal. You always see at least one fatty.
Is it normal to see someone actually with clothes on in
Is
Walmart?
this Eminem? Who is this? I can't quite tell.
Yeah,
Oh, it's Virgil. Mud.
Virgil, Jesus, man.
Pay attention, Jesus.
All right. There is a threat on Earth. Steven Universe Virgil. I caused the threat.
And the threat.
Me. Oh, well, I mean, that could be true. I don't know.
Clearly, you don't own an air fryer.
There's lots of air fryers out there. They could have worked. They could have been returned. I don't know. Wesley Snipes and Samuel L. Jackson.
If Netflix made Devil May Cry,
Oh my goodness. That would not even resonate in the slightest. Holy hell. My brain is like, what? No. That would never, ever even conceivably happen. I mean, maybe the producers might think of it, but creatively, no. Legendary Demon Hunter. Ah, yes, me, my girlfriend, and her 5-foot-tall Kalina On.
I don't know. That's kind of hot.
She's got her RPG with her. Isn't that nice? Yes, me, my boyfriend, and his 5.5-foot-tall engine-powered sword. I don't know. Did you guys like 5 that much? Was it fun? Was it goofy? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I like it.
Yeah, just over the top silly. Yes, me, my lover, and his 5-foot-long legendary demonic dimension-slicing dark-forged katana. Virgil.
Who did Virgil get with to make Nero is what I wonder.
I don't know, somehow.
I'm literally grasping at straws. Oh.
And she was.
Here we go. Oh dear.
That seems
Definitely
pretty
a storm approaching there.
Oh my god. Who designed
It's a storm, but it is a storm.
what I'm trying to think what civil engineer made this. It's like, wow. What happened?
Pure chaos.
Yeah. What is this?
Bully Dante, let's go.
Oh boy. Devil May Cry 2. Interesting. Is that the remake? Is that the remaster?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be great if it was.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kinney. Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Oh shit. Page 1, Dante kills the kid. The end.
Page 1, Dante kills everybody. Page 2, the end.
Page 2, he has pizza. Page 3, the end.
Yeah, Dante whenever he's hungry. Yeah, it's true. He always eats pizza.
Mm-hmm.
He's identifying with the kids, with the pizzas. Yeah, there you go. See, he knows what's really important in life. Woman talking, a woman, Christ almighty. You had to take Batman, of course. You had to take Frank Miller.
Gordon.
Yeah, you take Frank Miller's stories. Yeah.
Yeah. That's just like me every day.
It's always
like
Mark and those woman jokes. Yeah. I swear his girlfriend's driving him nuts. We knew nothing what's going on in the background. Dante's Pizza. That's my pizzeria. Hey, look at that. He's got
That pizzeria does not have any DMC merch or posters. That's going to be a missed opportunity.
He's got a rose going. He's dancing. He's having a good time. All right. Play DMC2. It's the based. It's something. It's
It's something.
It's kind of like after the Matrix dumbness comes, like just everything that, oh my God, the Matrix was amazing. We got to do it too. It's like,
Again, and again, and again.
yeah. We were trying to find the point of this video. Yeah. Well, it's a good reference though. Oh, more of these crazy people love using this app. Dante from Devil May Cry series at Walmart. Okay. Will be styling. Smoky, sexy stuff. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Rugrats. What is this?
Yeah, it's Rugrats, yeah.
Rugrats.
How to have sex with monkey paw? Oh my God.
Nope. Throw past it, please.
No, seriously, no.
Try virtual sex. Masturbate 6 feet apart. Wash afterwards. Avoid kissing. Wear clothes.
Jesus.
But it's not long ago that we told people who have infectious
Cover your
diseases
rash.
to not have any bodily contact with anyone, including not having sex.
The major problem with Whisp is
The hell
if they
happened?
told people who had monkeypox they couldn't have sex, the vast majority of gay people wouldn't have sex.
All right, so
Man, I wonder how all these epidemics keep happening.
something's
Why
going.
did four
Guys, we have 4 memes that are all the same, and why are they posted so many times?
I don't know. I thought we were just double posting that meme.
You were double posting the double posted meme?
Thanks.
Yes.
I think I don't know why I did that.
You're welcome.
Mm.
Speaking of the DMC reboot, here's a cat in the trash.
Oh my god. The fuck is that?
Is that also
Well-
from the meme generator or the app thing that does the person in a thing, or what is this? Who's cat?
Anybody in the reboot? I don't know.
I have no idea. Okay, yo, bro. They got the voice chats from all our gaming nights. We getting charged with domestic terrorism. They'll be at your house in 5 minutes.
It was nice knowing you, boys.
We played a video game for 2 hours talking about the FBI. Like, oh, okay. What? Edge, and Edgy. Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Apparently, kill a kill.
How dare you?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Apparently, the actual translation is "dressed to kill"
Oh,
because Japanese is a weird language.
all right.
It's like Minbari.
Half-Life.
I love it.
It's just Freeman is.
Yeah, but he's holding like sexual objects.
Yeah, big pistols.
Yes, the crowbar.
Well, it's phallic. Everyone's penis is shaped like a crowbar.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Kind of.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
that
it's my shotgun.
is that a Remington? What is that?
No, it's a Ithaca 12 gauge. The shotgun I have.
It's some kind of shotgun.
Yeah, it could be a Beretta. I can't really tell.
No, Daddy, no.
I just said what it was,
No.
Smud. Jesus
Oh, is
Christ.
that yours or is that the one in the photo?
Yes, that is my shotgun.
Okay.
It looks like a pretty generic 12 gauge pump.
It's an Ithaca 12 gauge, yes.
All right. Hank
Christ alive.
Schrader. Am I pronouncing that? Schrader in Dragon Ball Z.
Schrader.
Schrader? I don't know. Okay.
Oh, what the hell is this?
I have no idea why he made that.
That is weird looking. Okay.
Oh, I need to save this one.
Guru Art, which sicko enjoys that? Apparently, we already know the answer to that.
Fujoshis.
Smudcast reviewing the latest email band album.
No, but seriously, we were going through those images, and I'm like, God, how many of these would like My Chemical Romance use as like an album cover?
Yeah. Lesbians, Christian moms, gays are demonic monsters that love stabbing and gore, and they both like them.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
You son of a bitch.
Let's just hope that the Discord DOS don't kill us.
All I'm doing is just saying what this lesbian said. I'm being
know.
quite progressive.
Why? This is no lie here.
Yeah.
We can refer to an actual lesbian making the argument.
Yeah, that was a weird Smudcast. I'm like, she's into this, but it's all violence and I'm quite sure that's not homoerotic. That's something else. And then she brings up the subgenre of Guro, which is not even in the game, and you're like, why did you do that?
Why
I
are so
didn't
many
know what
lesbians
it, I
obsessed
didn't
with
know
blood?
what it was. I didn't want to know what it was, but now I know what it is.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks, random lesbian woman.
Life is now richer by
yeah, Japan is a fun and magical place. It's so crazy. You can't believe it's not everywhere yet, but it's only Japan, so who knows? Maybe we'll get more homoerotic Guro in the future that isn't Berserk.
Girl.
Oh boy, 7 minutes. We lasted 7 minutes of the video at least. We lasted over 2 hours, I think. So,
Yeah.
could have stopped after 8 seconds.
we gave her the benefit of the doubt. She jumped all over the place. She made shit up.
You did. You. That's totally on you.
You gave her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she had a point to make. After all, it was possible that she could have had a valid point to make.
Yeah.
No, there's no maybe here.
There was
again,
originally.
like
It was revealed
many,
that she's just an idiot.
like many people, she was doing some historical cherry picking, just like the pedos do.
That was weird, bringing up old texts from ancient Japan. Like, that means something.
And it's entirely possible that she's taking those texts out of context.
Yeah,
But
like Buddhists going on about degenerate sex. Like,
Yeah, wow.
That's a bit off.
Ancient.
That sounds a bit off the Buddhist script.
I'm sure there's lots of ancient cultures that had depictions, and we know they exist, of homoerotic acts. It's like, therefore, modern day people from the same culture can relate to it. And you're like, nope,
Yeah,
not at all.
Buddhism and indulgence. I'm sure that goes together well.
Oh, that one's Jesus.
We'll just admit this video was incredibly gay.
It was so gay.
Yes, it was.
It became weird, violent, creepy, gay.
Really, really weird and creepy.
Yeah.
Gay!
So, we must have covered her before, and we had
No,
we didn't. She sounds so familiar. Damn it!
it just in your head, she's just joining the amorphous legion blob that is no reality to Red and Lindsay Ellis and this other weirdo that I keep forgetting the name of.
Well, usually we associate this Maggie May crap as the sexual person, like she's the one who brings up these topics, but this person went straight into it, and that was all she was talking about. I'm like, okay, this is too much. You're going too far.
And contrary to Norelities, she's not embarrassed about it.
Well, that's what I like about her, because she's actually like, I am like this. This is what I like. You're like, thank you for your bias up front. Now you can have an honest conversation. And instead, it's like, this is gay because swords. You're like, what?
Yeah, at least she's straightforward and completely convinced of her delusion and not asking rhetorical questions in the hopes that they might be answered positively. No, she is completely convinced this is exactly what she calls it.
She's not straightforward about it. I'll give her that much.
I don't call her straightforward. That's homophobic.
Yeah,
she's bent forward.
She's queer forward.
Anyone go to her channel or go to this video and say, if you are a lesbian, why are you interested in homoerotic?
It's clear she's not a lesbian. She's just a very unattractive straight woman.
Or she's just an unattractive bisexual.
Like why are you projecting homoerotic symbolism where there isn't? Like, why would you do that? It's
maybe
silly.
she thinks she's a homosexual because she likes looking at homosexuals of the opposite sex.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
I know, but that's the rainbow. The rainbow doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know, but how can you literally say in a video that violence and gore is just like homosexuality? It's like, okay.
It's
much of a stretch, your arm came off.
It's a strange take, because let's say, you say, well, I'm into trans content, or I like the trans community and / fanfics or whatever. By the way, George Bush did 9/11. You're just like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, why would you? Like, it doesn't really connect. And I'm just sitting there going, So, and then you start bringing stuff like, well, this subgenre is clearly an element of the FBI, and you're just like, is the FBI a story now? Like, what is happening? How did that get in there? It's confusing. All these differing ideas just came together, and it's a mess of an essay. And you're sitting there going, "Did you go through school? Did you do anything in grade school? Like,
you proud of this is the real question."
Yeah, showing depictions of violence does not automatically make these depictions be symbolic of something else, and that something else does not then connect to something other genre outside of the medium. You're like, wow. I'm trying to think of like a Guro video game. I'm sure they exist in Japan, but not popularized. Definitely not Devil May Cry. Definitely not Capcom.
They're definitely not mainstream. They're probably something you find on a really shady website that you go on to.
Like Manhunt, maybe? Like a very violent game where they sort of show it all. It's like kind of maybe, but that's not erotic. That's just they show everything because that's what the game is about. So Postal, maybe? Not even, no. Weird. I don't know. Strange person, but I'm gonna leave a comment saying, okay, if you think this is sexual, show me proof. That's all I want. How is this erotic? Prove it to me, because there's too many dumb points in the video for us to talk about to make sense of. It's a loss. It's a mess. So anyway, wasn't so bad. We've had worse. And I'm glad we could all speak from experience, say this wasn't the most taxing thing on our brains. We all enjoy these games, and most people do in the panel here. We've played them. I don't recall getting aroused, but I'm not a lesbian, so what can I say? I don't know how these bats think, and by bats I'm referring to philosophy. I'm not referring to her. These alien,
it's pretty batty.
These alien creatures that I have no concept of. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, thank you for the suggestion. Keep them coming. Keep the voting going as well. Like to mix it up a bit. Doesn't matter what it's about. Popular, small, could be a blog post. I don't care. You give it, we vote on it, and we do it. That's it. So thank you so much.
Yeah, that was all the gay.
Yeah, that was so gay, guys. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fun.
Not gay by a second.
Had a good time with this. Thank you for inviting me to this, Ginga.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Ginga. Thanks, Bears, for having a gay old time with us and enjoying your shotgun experience. That was always fun.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So good to have some more Americans on here. Nice to bring the sexual innuendo with the guns and the gays together.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very welcoming.
To really bring out the alt-right of the Smudcast.
I'm the altist and rightist of the alt-rights.
Yes, the alt-right up in Canada and in Germany. That's great. Yeah, fantastic.
I just love the fact that Whisp is now officially the first alt-right transgender.
That's confusing.
Not even.
What a paradox.
Okay. We got a bunch of videos in the chat here. I don't know what they're for, but thank you. Bears, whatever those are.
Oh, those are those pancakes. Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I was referencing a little while ago.
Okay. I thought it was like
Anyway.
how to eat well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Have a great evening. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.